two. I see. Hello, everybody. I'm Rachel. I am Stolen Fires pretty much everywhere. Uh, and I am very, very happy to be back after 3 weeks away. Yay. Uh, yeah, I play Lady Daphne, the Duchess of House Cheshire, and everybody just keeps making problems for her. Because that just creates more problems later.
thinking machines. Eva's clearly not happy to have this problem dropped in front of her and explains her own situation and the upcoming summit on Arrakis. A Hayliner will be here soon. Archibald decides to leave for Arrakis, leaving some white rabbits behind to help keep the peace. Now comes the question of paying for passage, however. Archibald scrounges up some of his spice from the Razia as payment, surprising everyone. Meanwhile, on Arrakis, Amir has returned with her captive, where he's put up in a guest suite, albeit one that locks from the outside. Hurdy reports back to Zoshir, including the Harkonnen captive. Zoshir agrees to send some Fremen to the summit, accompanied by Merlot. It's time for the house meeting. Eloise asks Daphne and Norma to examine the important guests for secrets, and to know when they're lying and when they're speaking truthfully. Eloise is concerned about the agent who arrived here from Kaitane to speak with the syndicates, and reaches out to her guild contacts. After some arm twisting, she gets the answer. House Fenring. Varys points out that Count Fenring had deep ties to the syndicates when he was the interim governor. Eloise determines he's likely going to target the delegates, and perhaps find some way to delay the summit. She's not sure how or how violent he might get, but she's sure that's his plan. Daphne asks Varys to poke around and see if he can find any information regarding rumors in the underworld. When they're more alone, Norma reveals she spotted that Daphne's head of security is a face dancer. He's been here since sometime before Norma left for the Ghost Siege. Daphne has him brought to the security room. Norma asks him to do a security check, but confirms he's still the face dancer. That's when he says something in Twi'lexu and moves to leave. Norma commands him using the voice to stop. Daphne demands to know where the real Hojana is. As she asks, his face ripples. That's when the first shots ring out and Ramir falls down next to Eloise, and a Hayliner pops into orbit. Here comes the General.
Thank you for reading that, Aaron, and as always, Rachel, for taking excellent notes as always. We shall begin now our tale with Judges of Change, where we left off exactly a few weeks ago. All right, direct your attention to the screen. There we go. All right. So, after everything that had occurred previously, where you caught the head of your security and discovered that they were, in fact, your head of security, instead replaced by a face of some kind, not one of yours, you began hearing disturbance across your community. The security was breached in other areas around the palace. This seemed to have this picture of this Fall John seemed to have triggered something else happening entirely. Daphne, you and Conky hear reports of gunfire coming from like the main area of the palace. You're currently here. I'm gonna go ahead and bend threat to go first, and the face dancer, while you have your hand on him currently, Conky, you see he just kind of produces with his other hand something like a magic trick. It's a small, looks like almost like a marble on his gloved hand. He looks to Daphne and he tosses it to you, Daphne, underhand. Do you want to catch it? Do you want to deflect it, or do you want to move out of the way?
I want to move out of the way.
Okay, give me a movement roll. Difficulty 3, please.
Oh goodness, how did I not bring up Daphne's sheet? I totally did, I promise.
Betty's saying the music's a bit loud and competing with Eric.
Oh, my apologies.
I will turn it down.
That's better.
Okay. I've adjusted the music, Betty. Let me know if that's better. Alright, move roll.
And you can, of course, use Pranabindu to roll if you need to.
I'm sorry. Who is
Okay.
this?
The face dancer that they caught.
Oh, okay.
This guy.
I should be quiet till my turn.
Oh. Okay. I got 2.
Missed it by 1. Are you using a drive
No.
that utilizes it? Well, okay then. So you just move out of the way as best as you can, but it manages to catch on your scarf. You reach for it to try to grab onto it, but that breaks like the shell of an egg, and gas starts to disperse out of it. Give me a discipline roll and difficulty 4, please.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
It was a discipline roll, you said?
Correct.
Wait, you can re-roll one of your moves if you wanted to try to get better.
Oh, I don't think I can re-roll
Also have-
anything better. I don't have a
Then-
focus.
Right.
I can't roll 2
Oh, you
successes.
don't have. Oh, you have no focus at all. Oh yeah. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, no, I don't have a focus and move. Yay.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And it's the same. Yeah, that's justice. So, yeah, you're just like, what? Like, you get a whiff of this stuff, and like, you try to like control your body, like to just like hold on to whatever oxygen you have left in your lungs and not let any of this in. But it's already too late, and you can feel your vision start to get wavy, and you start to feel like you're staggering and you're falling around the room. Norma, same.
Same. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I presume body control would work for this.
Absolutely.
All right. Let's go with duty. Oh wait! It didn't let me say I wanted to roll another. Hold on. I'm gonna re-roll.
That seems bad.
I'm gonna re-roll the 17 because it didn't give me the option to choose the number of dice.
Oh, weird.
Oh
did
wait,
you
maybe
know that the overlay had some changes with Roll20
it
recently?
might have just
the last
double
couple
clicked.
weeks,
Hold
so-
on, let me just roll it
okay.
as 1.
Not much better. Okay. Dozens of Sardaukar and explosions and stuff like that, and all that. What takes you out is a gas bill. That's amazing. Okay. Well, yeah, you're just like
making that into 3 won't be any better, will it?
No, because you need 4.
Yep. The 2
Yeah, you're just like
Bene Gesserit Reverend Mothers get knocked out by gas. I didn't know I farted.
Yeah. You see the Tleilaxu face dancer does have bot control as well, but he was anticipating using this trick, so he could hold his breath for longer than you had anticipated. So he has to choose which one to use as a human shield now. Will it be? He's choose Duchess. Grabs Daphne, hauls her out of the room, or begins doing so. We're gonna put you to sleep over here for a second. Gassed. And you guys are gonna start moving this way. Now, normally this is where I will hand it over to one of you to go, but this is an assault, so I'm not going to do that. Instead, I'm going to pay 2 the which means that our friends here at the top of the stairs will go.
To clarify, Eric, Daphne's out.
Yeah,
Like
just
unconscious?
right now.
Okay. Just wanted to clarify.
Let's see. These 3 groups of armed men at the top of the staircase, they aim down at Elois and Sardaukar. The Sardaukar see this and they start issuing orders to utilize their shields and to physically barricade Elois to just change. and their company from incoming fire. That's when they open fire with stunners. Ella says, "Look over, see a mirror after she dropped it. You see a stunner sticking out of her neck. She was unprepared, which is why it didn't have to go through a shield. Now they will attempt to do the same to you. Give me a battle roll. This is going to be
goody.
yeah, your favorite. Let's see. They have a battle of 7, which means by default this is to be a difficulty 4, or depending on what drive you use, it may differ in difficulty 1 or 1 point up or down.
This feels because my beloved has just been shot. I feel like justice is probably a good one, because I will get revenge on those who wrong me.
Versus justice, less difficult. So actually, difficulty 3.
Hey, I can maybe succeed.
You have 3 momentum.
I will use 1 to roll 3 dice because I have no focus in battle. It's just bad.
Sure.
It is bad. This is my dump stat. Yeah, we'll go ahead. No focus. I will use 1 of my 2 determination points to turn that 17 into 2. So 4 successes total.
Oh. Okay, that gives you a point of momentum back, and you manage to hit your personal shield, or get covered just in time as like a rapid succession of like these stunner darts that are self-propelled after they've been shot out of the rapid fire weapons that they're wielding. And you just kind of like hover and swarm around areas to hit the target, and you manage to blockade yourself in a particular position so that you don't get directly impacted. Meanwhile, the side like grabbing you and like attempting to pull you away from this staircase, land back into the storage area behind you, away from the shooters. Just then, some people appear to be moving out of the guest quarters or the office and onto the main landing. Now it is one of you's get to go. So I can take a turn. We can check the action to Archibald or to Birdie, who is currently listed here as Tiberii, just to the left of us.
Real quick, Eric, my failed navigator talent does trigger when I spend determination. I get an additional insight, either relating to this situation or it could be completely unrelated.
Oh, okay. In this insight, as if you would have used what is it?
I think it's similar to like if you spent a momentum to like ask a question, but like I don't get to ask a question. You just get feed me intel.
Okay. Let's see. You had previously thought that there was going to be something to try to delay the talks that you were looking to engage in to mediate between the two. It seems that this is definitely that effort, but there seems to be something going on here beyond this, and the reason why they targeted Amira first seems calculated.
Okay. Cool.
Let's see. Who would like to go first?
I am going to disqualify myself. I'm terrible in combat. You don't want me going until I have to go.
Okay. You can volunteer one of your
at least you're awake.
our units.
Yeah.
I can volunteer Sodic. Did you say I can volunteer the Sodicar units?
Yes.
I kind of want to get Archie involved. I don't know how everyone else feels. Archie's got a lot of troops as well.
That I do.
But the Sodicar are right here, right now, and they are nasty. We know this.
Yeah. You can activate them now, or technically under your control. So.
I'm kind of putting this up to the table. Like, what's the table think? Should we let Archie go and get landed, or do we unleash Sadakar hell?
He might be even useful before he lands at this point.
Can he shoot them from space?
I mean, yes, but he might hit us as well.
Yeah.
That decision.
Well, I'm
Uh,
sure Anessa is probably going to have some sort of ranged weapon, so.
Okay.
I'm in favor of the Sardaukar going first.
right.
Just like doing
If they are here now.
Yeah.
quick,
And they
yeah,
can
quick and
protect you
hard.
potentially.
All right. Yeah, let's do that. Let's have the Sadakar go.
All right.
Is
And
there
here
a
we
sheet
go.
for them?
There is. 1 second here. Let me give you some permission to use it.
I'm very intrigued to see what's on the sheet.
These aren't even the new and improved Sadakar that I've prepared recently. New talents. These are the, like standard vanilla Sadakar.
If we
Um,
do an improved.
They're good enough already, Eric.
Seriously, Eric? Oh my god. You just really want to kill it, don't
They are under your control, but they can't roll under the battle normally. Just one die only. However, they don't have like a captain or somebody to direct them, like shoot here or whatever. But you can go ahead and roll for them if you like.
Their
fire
sheet,
back or
their sheet looks blank to me.
oh, okay. I'll take care of it. They
Okay,
are
yeah.
trying to move you away. Or their main concern at the moment. They're like, my lady, this way, and like two of them grab you, and one of them like fires up at the landing, and like activates the shield, and prepares to go up there and to perform melee. Do you go with them, or do you what do you want to do here?
She's gonna say we need to make sure our honored guests are secure. We can't bring shame to the Imperium.
One thing at a time. You see one of them says, "Get her to the storage and charge the stairs." You see the one who's sort of in charge tells them to run up their lieutenant or whatever, their sergeant tells them to run up the stairs and engage in melee combat, activating their sheets. And they start moving you away. So this turn basically just going to move with you. They're going to drag you here and secure you first. They're going to go back on their next turn. You can keep the initiative by spending 2 momentum and having us go again, or another ally go before it goes back to your enemy.
I'm inclined to keep the initiative. I don't know how everyone else feels. Let's do some murdering.
I think now would be a good time to hand it off to Archie.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, we'll keep the initiative and pass it to Archie.
Okay. Archie, it takes several hours, usually almost the better part of a day, to disembark from a Hayliner and have the house suite come down, the big frigate, onto the space, unload all your cargo and personnel. You're in the midst of doing it. You're overseeing people do this at the spaceport with Captain Germain right next to you and your Varangian guard nearby. But as you're attempting to try to get transport out of the spaceport, you see that there's a tremendous amount of activity suddenly, like a security clampdown level movements where the gates are closing. You see ornithopters taking off into the air, heading towards the palace in the distance. Do you see one of the lieutenants like Commander, I beg your pardon, but there seems to have been a situation rapidly developing at the Carthag Palace. We're going to have to slow things down here at the spaceport, or our schedule is going to be impacted. We apologize for the delay. You see, they're basically telling you, they're closing the spaceport. They're shutting down because there's been an attack, essentially.
Oh, jeez. I'm gonna ask him.
How does the Archer react?
He's gonna be like, "What's going on? Like, What's
Unclear as
up?
of this time, Commander.
Well, do you got an ornithopter?
You see, he kind of looks around like we're at a spaceport. Yeah, we have
Okay.
ornithopters.
Well, let's get going. And I tell him this.
we
Come here.
can. He's like, I'm not sure that the forces here will allow such a craft in the air, given the nature of what seems to be going on currently. You're going to
I
have
have
to speak to your
literally
house
just
if you
seen
do.
5 ornithopters go by.
Yes,
Sure,
guild
we can make it
security.
happen.
Go ahead and give me a communication roll, difficulty
Okay.
2.
Oh crap! Crap! I forgot to get my shit out. I'm sorry. I'm an idiot. No. Sorry about that. Where did my sheet go? My sheet.
Seems to be a common theme this evening. All right,
Yeah, something happened to my sheet. I can't find it.
I'll find your sheet.
House Librius. You have a. Oh, okay. There it is. Oh no, not it's empty.
You don't have a house anymore.
Well, I know, but like I have a character sheet, don't I?
You do. What do you want to do? Communicate.
You said
Are you trying to
communication,
deceive
right?
them?
Well, no, I'm looking at my sheet. It's literally zero. Like there's nothing on it.
Don't worry about it. I'll take care of it. What do you want to spend a point of momentum to add a die or no? You want to pay threat more dice.
No, but what I would like to do is, how much would it be to change the situation? Like add
Add
to the
a
scene?
trait.
What?
Same. 2 successes of whatever that you're trying to do.
Yeah, I want to add, and I'm just going to say that I brought Echo with me.
Okay.
During these trials and
You want to trade as a
tribulations.
mentat?
Yeah, I guess.
The trustworthy guy.
What?
Also,
Yeah, the
Dr.
act-
Fusion is trying to kill us. He's bottom malevolence.
Oh, good.
Yeah, no, I would like to basically make sure
Need
that
contribution.
Echo did come with me at this time with like a hood and shit, and yeah.
Yeah, he's there. What do you want him for?
Well, that's gonna be later. So yeah, you said communications roll, right?
Correct.
We only have 1 momentum. I'm not gonna do that. So my communications is pretty
Okay,
good.
so you're gonna try for 2 successes with 2 dice.
Yep.
What drive are you using? Justice, power, truth, faith, duty.
This is I would say power.
Power. Okay. You don't have a focus in, I guess, diplomacy, if that's what you're trying to do. You
Yeah.
get 2 success. Okay. Are you to create a trait? You said for the scene.
Yeah, create trade. I don't think I said I wanted to bring Echo with me to this
Right.
specific place. Yeah, that's what the trait was, just to bring him with me.
Why is that pertinent to being able access to a ornithopter and leave the spaceport?
Oh, I'm sorry. That's for future use.
Mhm.
No. Then yeah, no, I wouldn't want to then yeah, I'll just do the communications.
Okay. You get on. You snatch the communinet from the guild representative. He's like, "Hey!" You get it. You start manipulating controls until you get a control station at the Carthag Tower, and you listen in until you start hearing the old House Cheshire house codes. And then when you start listening and you start reading what they're saying, you understand exactly what's going on. Two helicopters on the north side of the palace are issuing disembarked a assault force, and they're attempting to take hostages and so on, using gas attacks, etc.
Oh jeez.
And you're like, okay, you get all that information, and and then you start talking to them in the same house battle code. They recognize your phrases, and they're like, General Archibald, we are like, you're here, you're alive.
Well, let's just say I've had better days. Let's go. Let's get going. Sounds like we got somewhere to be. And I'm gonna tell Anessa and
We'll clear any flight that you have down here. Just input these codes, and like they give you like specific things to have the transponders transmit so that don't shoot your thing out of the sky.
Yep.
And you see the guild rep is like, Captain Inessa, and looks approvingly at you as you kind of take charge and start, directing your troops to board the nearby Cheshire-made ornithopters that belong to the house. You and Inessa jump in one as well and start getting started. So from now on, you're going to be operating this token here, representing your ornithopter.
okay. So I'm also going to ask him, and I'm going to say, do we got a layout of what's going on? Are there any ships in the air? Layout of the palace, all that good crap.
We've got at least 2 that we know of that are hostile, sir. We're trying to scramble our force right now, but we're being overwhelmed.
Okay. You said 2 ships are in the air currently, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Well, first thing we need to do
We
is
have
we
3
need to,
thopters. Yeah.
first thing we need to do.
The way this works,
Oh, sorry.
in terms of being able to move from one place to the other, you're going to go from the spaceport to the streets and then to the palace. You see how there's a category, like you go from this to this to this. That's kind of how you have to travel from one location to the next here. So on your turn, you basically move I'll allow all of your assets to move in tandem with you to one location, and then the next turn you can move on to the next, unless you make a move test of 2 or higher, in which case you will expedite your movement to palace. All right, so that's your turn. You can pay me threat and keep you already kept initiative once, so can't technically do it again.
No,
In
I'll
which case,
pass
it is back to these guys.
But I'll be right back.
All right. The next hit of these guys goes up, but I'm going to give it to this guy right here. They're going to what appear to be canisters down the stairwell towards the solder car. More of the same sort of gas begins to disperse and envelop that area. Let's see. It's their action basically right now. Second here. Okay. All right. And who would like to go next among you?
2 of us aren't awake.
So sheer help.
Yeah.
I can't do anything.
sheer.
I'm unconscious.
I feel like I must have blacked out the whole last session because I don't even remember what Zoshir's doing.
He's not there. You're playing.
That's what I
Hurdy.
thought.
Yeah,
Who's
Hurdy
here?
came with some of the Fate again, I believe.
She was supposed to watch Nadine, who was in the guest bedrooms upstairs.
Oh god, we gotta take care of him too. Shit.
I thought you said not to
I'll
kill
take care
people.
of you.
I was just about to make the same joke, Devin.
I literally mean take care of
Hospitality
him.
wise.
We've taken custody of him. We are now responsible for his well-being.
Sorry. I'm thinking of old Daphne.
We'll have
So
to
the
dig
spice-
pretty
Oh,
deep
yeah,
to make him
yeah.
sleep with the fishes.
That's what the spice agony
Let me
does.
add my missing here.
So I am not the player is not in charge of any characters in this scene, correct?
You are?
Oh, you have Hurdy.
Oh, I am. Oh,
You're
shit.
Hurdy.
Oh no, I'm Hurdy.
The hurdy-gurdy woman.
Yeah. You're the character.
This Hurdy is my soul.
and you're right in the room adjacent to the grand foyer, which is currently being gassed and hit with repeated automatic fire, stunner
Ah,
fire.
shit.
Mhm. What do you
Um.
do?
s- So I. Oh, whoa! Why is the sheet blank? What the heck?
Yeah, like I said, common occurrence this evening, it seems. Okay,
Yeah.
Um.
what would you like to do?
Well, uh, have nothing to look at, so I'm going to flavor text. Uh,
Mhm.
Herdy would like to attempt to drag Daphne and Conky to safety.
Okay, so you're gonna head up the stairs and straight into danger. Uh, did you want to go more than once? In other words, did you want to try to rush up there, or did you want to like take go carefully into the grand foyer, take cover, and so on?
Carefully.
Carefully. Give me a well, okay, we'll move roll.
Sorry,
Move carefully for you.
I can roll
Yeah, don't
d20s if
worry.
you want me to.
That's fine. Duty this up. 2 dice. Do you
Duty.
want to pay threat or use a momentum for a third die
Ooh.
for this effort?
Anybody? What you thinking?
The correct answer is yes. But
Yeah.
did you want to spend the party momentum or did you want to pay me threat?
I don't want to pay you anything.
Okay, the blue dot it is. So you get 3 dice to make your move chest, and
Yay.
you don't have a focus in this. You get 2 successes and a complication. Oh, goody.
How
All
dare
right,
you?
you can buy a complication off of me for 2 threat, or you put the consequences. What would you like to do?
You really want that threat, don't you?
I don't, but I'm just giving you options.
Oh, how kind. You are a merciful god.
Not at all.
I will take the punishment of the complication.
Sure.
Oh god.
So, you move quietly and carefully into the grand foyer, and you see Amira unconscious with several stunner darts in her neck and in her back. She's out, and you see gas beginning to disperse. Luckily for you, you have a fitted mask with filters that protects you as a Fremen. So you don't have to worry about the gas attack. You do worry about the coming fire. Give me well, let me roll for battle. That would be the complication here. Let's see.
What shall I roll?
So in the case of a complication, you're probably going to either get delayed or you're going to have to go around in this particular case. So you will be able to move twice to the foyer, and then again if you want to say like the dining room, but you cannot proceed with the current trajectory to go up the stairwell. Like there's just too much incoming fire. You can't successfully get out of the way, especially not without a shield. So I'll say that's your complication. You move again to the dining room here, where you kind of like hide underneath the grand dining room table. Say, we add the initiative.
Wherever I have the most cover.
Yeah.
I mean, dining room table sounds most safe-ish, question mark.
For now. You know that there's another way if you go through the kitchen pantry, there's another staircase that goes up.
Oh, okay. I see in the servant quarters all those people there. Don't like that.
Yeah. The now that you're gone, it's either gonna come back to me unless you want to pay me threat to keep the initiative and have one of your other allies go. What that will do in this particular case, you can force Daphne or Conky to make a discipline roll to see if they're able to awaken from their temporary stupor, or at least begin to awaken.
That sounds like the best idea, honestly. Cause
Is that a yes?
Yes.
Okay. It's like 2
Uh,
threat.
my vote is actually going to be for Conky because she has the voice.
Naturally.
She could
All
order
right, Cookie,
Daphne.
give me a discipline
Get your
roll,
ass up.
please. You need at least 2.
I need at least 2.
Yes.
Okay.
Make it 3, actually. I'll spend the threat.
Let's see if we can do this without accidentally clicking multiple times. There we go. That's 3. Focus body control and
Oh, 3.
You got 3
Oh, and a
right
complication.
money. Very good.
yeah. Okay.
Got 20 though.
Okay, so you the navigator appears in your other memory. There's no time for sleeping, and like you just kind of like you feel your body sort of shut down for a second, and after you get feel like the air clears for a moment, your lungs start to filter out the impurities in the air, and starts your heart starts pumping, and everything starts working again like it was before, and then you slowly your eyes clearly like open up, and like you feel like your body's contorted on the ground, and when you look around, Daphne's no longer there. First thing you do. Oh, you rolled a 20, so you have a complication in addition to that. So any physical you try to do come at an difficulty.
That's the 3rd die.
Mm-hmm. Well, you can
Like
try to
first
roll
to
it if
me.
you like.
No. For that is the 3rd die.
Oh,
Yeah.
got it. Okay.
I rolled it as 3 this time. So yeah, it's just the 2 and the 1.
Okay.
So when I was falling or passing out, did I see which direction he was taking her?
You did. You read it as much as possible, and you saw Daphne being dragged out. And you see like he was heading towards the top of the stairs, where there appears to be a tremendous amount of gunfire and activity.
All right. I'm going to quickly until they're within sight. Try and follow.
All right. You kind of stumble to your feet and like, you open up. You see, there's like 15 guys on that platform. They're all firing weapons down into the grand foyer, forcing even the Sardaukar to have fled with the judge of the. There's a tremendous amount of activity. There's gunshots on the other side of the palace, and you're under attack. Let's keep that in mind. So we've got Norma now, and now it's back to me. So let's see. Syndicate Thug. Okay, this guy already went. This guy already went, and now it is this guy's turn. Okay, so the final group over here moves into the bedrooms, and they forcefully like start busting down doors and start grabbing people using the same gas to basically mollify them before they grab them and hoist them away. The first target is one of the delegates, Laura Day, and succeed in taking her captive. See there. So that's this guy's turn. I'm gonna dot him, and then we're gonna move to the ships, who are staying put, at least for right now. The next group of guys go, or rather, now it's your turn again. Which one of you would like to go next?
It should be me if you guys want to save these guys, because I can I can destroy those ships, so that
Go.
they have a way out.
Go.
Go for it. All right. To try to hot-foot it to the pal, going to need to give me a move roll, essentially like fast piloting without crashing into stuff, or like ornithopters in the air or what have you.
So me,
You're going to need at least two successes.
and this is me,
Any
right?
extra momentum, you can take additional ornithopters with you on your flight path. Yeah.
Okay, got ya. So this is a move, correct?
Are you able to access your sheet now?
Yeah, I am. Actually, could I use battle
Okay.
here and use my strategy focus?
I'll allow it. Sure. What drive are you using?
This is uh this is justice. Actually, do I know any of the are these any house ships or anything? Like, is there any signs of one? Sign of anything? Like any houses? or
Not from
anything
where
like
you're
that?
at.
Not from where I'm at. Okay.
Where you're at currently. That'll come into play later, though. I promise.
Okay, I'm gonna use justice.
That's a good question to ask.
2 dice. Yes, focus.
2 successes and a complication.
Ooh.
Oh boy.
All
right, so-
I'm actually gonna use a determination point to get rid of that if I could.
You don't have to.
Okay,
you
what can I
just
do to
pay
get
me
rid of
2
it?
thread, and I'll make it go away.
How much? 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh yeah, that's little threat. You can have it.
Yeah.
You've only got
The whole
8.
threat between friends. I'll just use it to torture your other friend. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. So you're gonna go now, and you're going to fly. You made the successes, so you're able to move both times to the palace, and now you have access to any one of these ships. And you have no complications, so you're able to take your flight wing with you.
Okay.
So you hear them over the comm, like, "What are your orders, sir? We see that the two ornithopters, they're military size, sir. They're armed."
Destroy the ships. We can't let anybody leave. They're here to kidnap. Here to take.
Roger
people.
that, sir. They start, like, 2 of them, go act as bookends and just kind of fly forward on their jets, and like they start readying their weapons to open fire. Okay. Are you still maintaining your communication line with the people at the palace, the security team?
100%. Yeah. If I could.
All right. They tell you you hear everything that's going on, and Inessa, is sharing that communication line aboard the ornithopter. She tells you like they're firing on the security teams all throughout the palace in very specific locations. But in addition to that, they appear to be taking hostages.
Yep.
Okay. Let's see. So that was your turn. So now one of my guys is gonna go. We're gonna go the second group here on the landing. Actually, I'm gonna move my mysterious figure, who's probably not very mysterious at all, down into the Mossum and Beatrice are at. No big deal. And then it'll go back to one of you. Which one would you? One of you want to go first? Next. Give Daphne the opportunity to regulate her body's oxygen intake, expels the deadly gas, or we'll give somebody else another turn.
I mean, I can try, but I'm not sure. Well, I'm sure Daphne could be of some use in this fight.
Okay.
Does anyone
If
object?
we're gonna elect to,
Oh no, we
Daphne,
want you to free
make a
yourself
move.
at the very least.
go ahead and make a discipline difficulty 2 roll, please. Oh, sorry, difficulty 3, because I'm a jerk.
All right, let's go with this beauty. Ah, so close.
Mm.
You
Yeah,
just
your
wake
body
up.
is trying to push it's trying to get regulate itself to go back to normal, and it is not working. Let's see.
Are you determined?
Do we have momentum?
We don't.
Nope.
Oh,
I mean, I
don't
do
you get one
start.
determination point per
I
session?
do start with an extra point of determination.
Yeah.
Mm.
You get
that
one,
I can
know.
only use in service to the house, but I think being awake to
That definitely
direct
makes
things
sense.
counts. But
Yeah,
I
if you
also
are
don't
in
know.
duty
House.
or anything with a statement, you're free to use that determination.
We just got a benevolence courtesy of my beloved as well.
Oh, very nice.
Thank you.
Don't need it.
So, duty, my drive statement is upholding my house is everything.
Yeah, that'll do. If you spend it, that gives you 1 momentum back.
Yeah, and then that lets me roll another
Okay.
d20.
Correct. Well, no, it actually, in this particular case, you already succeeded by using the because it changes the whatever any one of those that you rolled into a 1, which acts as 2 successes. So in total, that would be 3 exactly. I don't know
I'll
why I
take
gave you
it.
I thought it was 4. So yeah, your body starts to awaken itself, and like your eyes flicker open, and you're being dragged through your own palace. And when you look back, you see that smug-looking Tleilaxu face dancer hurriedly like dragging you behind him, and he's got like some sort of a dart gun out, and he's using the confusion on the landing pad. His face like changes for a second to match that of the people that are nearby, which are these swarthy-looking, well, not natives, I would say, but they are wearing very curious-looking armor and face coverings fitted with masks that have filters built for them. You see, give me a understand roll, and you use house politics or imperial politics, heraldry, anything like that.
Okay.
Because you have hyper awareness.
Oh, thank goodness.
3.
Hell
Oh,
yeah.
Good job.
Good. That's one more than you needed, so you actually do get that momentum. You identify something curious about these men. They all have a little red, bloody tear on one of on their like leftmost eye, like tattooed on there, and they have like a bloody handprint somewhere on like their mask or on their chest plate. And you seem to recall seeing that like through your other memory, and when you read back and you kind of start putting things together, you recognize the house that utilized that symbology as House Weiku. The funny thing about House Weiku is that they're a renegade house, have been for a very, very long time. You can put that in your back pocket for now. In the meantime, you're able to move about or you can play possum, hold your breath, while the rest of this area is covered in that same gas that knocked you out.
All right. Yeah, Daphne will hold her breath. She doesn't want to get knocked back out. Once she is in a safe gas-free zone, she sort of wants to like flop over in a way that would make the guard like have to recollect her. At which point yes, at which point she would want to whisper to him, kidnapping me will not improve the fortunes of House Weiku at all.
Oh shit. Okay. Give me a that's good. Give me a communications roll. This is this should be easy actually for you. Go ahead and give me a it's difficulty 2, we'll say.
Okay.
Communications. I don't think that'll be a problem for you. Yeah, right on the money. You see the Tleilaxu like appears to be like frustrated. So you're like, but mysteriously gets caught in the banister, and like he's having to like, what the fuck is going on? So he goes to like collect you and like literally hold you as a hostage. You can tell he's being winded by now. And he can hold his breath for a while, but not that long. So he goes to try to collect you, and that's when you like lean in. And it's like, this isn't a good idea for you. You startle him, and he's just kind of like, he starts weighing his options. He looks over and he sees like, all this chaos ensue and stuff like that. And he's like, I got what I came for anyway. He says, and he turns and flees into the top of the stairwell, disappearing among the throng there. Good play. Let's see.
So he's left Daphne.
That was your turn?
She's free now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Remember, crying's a free action.
It looks like they weren't even trying to take you hostage after all. Almost like they were just trying to use you as a distraction. Okay. Now go these 3 here on the this one's gonna drag his, well, he already went, so I'm gonna go with these guys here. They're gonna start moving down this way. Oh, actually, they're engaged in a firefight with these guys, so they're gonna roll. And they get absolutely nowhere. Let's see. Scott, your guards here that are in the family quarters, they're engaging in like a back and forth between these forces. They managed to take out one of the groups, and one of the groups takes them out as well. They're overwhelmed numbers-wise. By take them out, I mean like your guys kill them, and they end up stunning the group that is protecting the family quarters portion of the palace. Now it is time for one of you to take an action. How would you like to proceed?
I have a thought.
Okay.
Given the insight you gave me earlier, they've at least looked into me and my shit, because they took Amira out first, knowing how dangerous she is. Can I extrapolate that to perhaps it's not just me, like it might be the whole family they're after?
It's not the Cheshires, that's for sure.
Okay, cool.
This isn't like a personal vendetta thing.
All right, that's important. Okay. Yeah, never mind then. I'm good. Never mind. No, I'm good.
Daphne went, and then I had one of these guys go, so it's back to one of you. But if I don't have any volunteers, I'm going to spend 2 threat initiative.
Amira's not dead, Drea, now.
Keep piling on. I'll just keep piling on the hits until somebody speaks up. Let's see. These guys notice that there are ornithopters flying their way in formation, and they are not happy with you at all. So, incoming missiles. Archibald, I need you to make a battle or move roll for yourself and for your 2 adjacent bookends, or they're gonna, need to be picked up with a dustpan.
I think Leo is on baby duty.
Oh shit.
Oh, Hurdy,
Sorry,
go,
to Zoom.
Hurdy, do something.
Yeah.
Hurdy will do something. Or attempt
What is
to,
Hurdy doing?
anyway. Hurdy is doing what Hurdy was doing before, and attempting to get to Daphne and Conky.
Okay. So they're currently in between the office and the stairwell. They're thereabouts. So you can move again, or move and fire if you want to use like any of the weapons laying around to fire at the attackers at the top of the stair landing.
Yes, please. That sounds good.
Okay.
I would like to fire. I would like to
Are you
be
able to
caught on
access
fire.
your sheet?
Yes.
Are you able to access your sheet at all? Or no? Okay.
Yeah, I had
Make
to
a
reopen it
move roll
myself. I was
first.
worried. Move.
Go ahead and roll move. If you want extra dice, you have to spend a momentum or pay threat. 1 for 1 in this case, for the first one.
Okay.
In which case you can roll 3, and you want 2 successes for move. So that way you can move and perform another action.
Does anyone mind if I use a momentum?
Go for it.
No focus.
3 successes.
Well, you got what you needed and more, actually. You just got a complication. How would you like to pay for that complication? With threat or my imagination?
Your imagination?
Oh, okay. if you insist.
I don't know. Threat just feels so much more threatening.
Get a point back. All right, so Hurdy, trundles along over here into the kitchen pantry area, gets to the base of the stairwell, and you can see, there's an exchange of fire going on. You grab your Mala pistol, aim up at one of the guys up there. They're not wearing shields, so you can take a pot shot at them and take them out. Go ahead and roll battle. And your difficulty is going to be, well, depending on how well you roll, you'll be able to take out one or more attackers. Let's do it that way.
Battle, battle, battle.
These guys are just flunkies after all.
Oh,
You got
sweet.
two of them.
And no
So
complications
each group
this
of no complications this time, except the one that had to do with your movement roll. So what that basically means is that you have no cover when they return fire next turn.
Shit.
Let's see.
Already
so
know.
These guys go from. Let's see. From
If Eric
5
kills our
to-
cinnamon roll, I'll never forgive him.
So let's see. You tag two of them, and that draws their attention to you, and you're like looking around. You're the only one down here firing at them, like hi, and they say hello in their own special way.
Oh dear.
Let's see. I think I have two. Yeah. These guys right here will go. So this guy will fight back. Let's see.
That's okay, he doesn't
Jared
have
back?
to.
Jared is back. Okay, sorry.
Oh, I'm back.
Yeah,
That's
no,
all right.
that's fine. I'll delay the retaliation and instead focus on Jared's trifecta of ornithopters here. So Jared, excuse me, Leo, the thopters on the north side of the palace detect your flight wing coming in, and they initiate an attack with missiles. Like they start like twirling like this until the sensors start working, and then they start straightening out, heading right towards your ornithopters. I need you to make movement or battle rolls for each one of the ornithopters, or they're gonna have to put you in a bag.
You said battle?
Difficulty, yeah, battle or movement, and the difficulty to deflect or to avoid getting shot down will be equal to 3.
Yep, I'm using battle. That's
Normally it's 4, but these are Cheshire ornithopters, so -1 difficulty. That is not 3 successes. You're
No,
using
it's
justice.
not.
Do you have a statement to go with that?
I do.
What is it?
I will get revenge on those who wronged me. So it does
Seems
fit.
fitting. You can spend a determination point if you wish. Turn the 17 into a 1, get success.
Sure, yeah, we'll do that. I don't want to die.
Cool. So you're the first lead ornithopter. You just shoot these missiles cross in front of you, and you turn the ornithopter such a way, and you bring in wings, and the missiles just miss you. They spiral, and they try to you can see the sensors like blinking on them as they try to like reconnect to local targets, and instead veer off to your other two compatriot.
And do I
need you
recognize
to
that
make
as like
a-
guidance systems?
It's standard,
Okay,
tech. It's nothing unusual.
got you. Okay.
Benevolences. Oh boy, I think I missed like 2 benevolences.
Yeah, we have
Hold
2
on a second.
currently.
Jot that down. I have a benevolence. Okay.
You've got
Go
2
ahead and
malevolences.
move. I got 2. Oh shit.
Yeah, you have 2.
Hey, go ahead and roll a movement checks using your stats. Your stat? What's your movement? 4.
4. Why do you
Yeah,
gotta do
that's
the
terrible.
malevolence on me all the time?
I didn't say I was. I'm just saying that you're having to make a check for the other ornithopters because
Oh, got it.
they are also being attacked.
Got
You
it.
evaded yours, now they have to evade theirs. So each one is getting attacked with 2 successes. You're going to roll 1, but
Okay.
you're going to do so. Let me see something here. Open the movement. instead of move 4, you have move 5 for this one roll. Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll. Roll 2 dice actually, because they're following your lead. Roll 2 dice on your sheet, but instead of move 4, it's move 5. You don't have to alter. We'll just eyeball it.
I would say this is just as they're following orders, so it's probably duty. 2 dice.
Fair enough.
Boom. Oh, 2 successes.
2 on the money. Yeah. So one of them makes it with you, and they follow exactly your lead, and they get in front of you to engage the attack thopter. Roll for the other one.
Okay. Another move as well.
Mm-hmm.
Duty. 2. Oh, nope. No banana on that one.
Well, these are technically your Varangian guard. Sorry to go.
The first roll, he rolled a 10, which is technically a success with the increased move. So he would have 3 successes.
Right. So that's 2. Yeah, so that's 3 successes.
Okay, so then you actually have a momentum, which you can use for additional dice if you wish.
Could I also use
I'll let you get the
on this?
You can. Sure.
Yeah, I would.
These are your Varangian guard, and actually they have a move of 6. This one in particular, they have a move of 6. Yeah.
Gotcha. So I'll change that as well. All right. So yeah, I'll use a benevolence, and is that a reroll on everything or just one?
Use this sheet real quick. Your Varangian guard has their sheet, and if their move score or their duties are better than yours, then you should absolutely use those.
Okay, give me a minute here.
I'll say the first ones were for Inessa's people from Tupile.
So
these are your Varangian guards.
All the Varangian guards giving me is bio and information. It's not giving me the sheet.
Close and reopen it.
Close it, reopen it.
Yeah, that's fix it for everyone else when that issue.
What it is. Go ahead.
It's loading. Cancel out. Varangian guard. Yep. Okay. Move is 6.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, and we can use Swift here for focus. We can use Swift. There's definitely a duty. Yep. So duty. Ooh, this is actually a really good roll for them.
Oh, generate that momentum, baby.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm gonna spend a malevolence and make you re-roll it again.
Oh, I hate you. You've done that, really?
It really does seem like Jared gets the brunt end of those malevolence.
I really do. Oh, Jesus.
Spend your determination for your Varangian
I already spent
guard.
my determination, but I can probably use a.
I thought you had a
benevolence for
second.
that.
I thought you had a second one for your battle rules.
Not that. I think I already used 2 today. But I do have benevolence, and I can re-roll that 20 if I could.
You can.
So.
Yeah.
Re-rolling the 20. So 1d20. Dice d20. Fucking hell, but still, it's not a complication.
You could also spend a momentum and try for the second success. Jesus.
Yes, I will do that. That's my last ditch effort. Spending a momentum.
All right. You got it.
D20, right?
Yep.
6.
Hey,
that's 2 successes.
Actually, yeah, that is 2.
Lightwood clears.
That's actually a third success because you said that they have Swift and 6 is their movement score. So it gets 3, so you get your momentum back.
Yep.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Good job. Yeah, just all 3 of you in sequence close the wings, dive as the missiles are coming up to greet you, and you kind of twist and move as the missiles go past you and dissipate. Wings go back out, thrusters come back on, and you re-engage. Well done.
Thank you.
That's their action against you, so now it's one of you guys.
Archie, go. Kill, kill, kill.
I am going to las gun the shit out of this one right here.
Okay, go for it.
All right, battle. Yeah, battle. I'm pretty sure that would be my role. So
use some of our juicy momentum you've got.
This is going to be. Wait a minute. Yep. Justice. Dice. Yes, focus. Boom. God damn it! 1 success. Now, is that all I need?
Not good enough. No.
Okay, I'm going to use momentum then.
All right, just one. Just use one momentum to get an extra die.
Well, it's
generally better if you declare this before you roll.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'll do that next time. What would happen if I use 2?
Nothing. You need
okay.
at least 3, if I'm not mistaken. To
yeah, it's
get
1
2.
for the first, 2 for the second, 3 for the third.
Got you. Okay,
I was wondering. I was like, "Where's the 6th finger, Devin?"
It was
so
up.
D20, just one more D20, right?
Yeah.
4. Hell yeah, that's a double. That's 3.
It's 3. Okay,
Yeah.
shit. Let's see. You damaged it. They took a hit.
Good.
And they've already gone. So
Well, I want them
let's
to be
see.
gone. That's the whole point.
No, I mean they've taken the turn is what I mean.
Got you.
Okay, so I'll just attack them with the. All right, so they're damaged, but they're not gone yet. Use a las gun and placement gun to just like slice up a piece of their fuselage off, and they're just like the thing spins and there's a plume of smoke goes up around it. They're trying to maintain control, and the other one starts moving in on you as well. All right, that was a good turn. Did you want to spend threat to keep the initiative and have one of your allies go, or
do I have to roll for the other 2, or was that just one roll for everybody?
you can have them go as well. However, if you want them to go as well, you would have to pay momentum and/or threat,
Oh, okay,
or
gotcha.
a combination thereof to keep that initiative.
Gotcha. Okay. What is the table thing? Should I have them and try to get rid of this guy real quick, or? Because
I mean, they've already gone, and everyone near them has gone. I think it's okay to let the momentum pass and
okay,
let Eric take his turn.
there you go, Eric.
Eric's low on threat, so I'm less scared.
Gotcha. Okay. There you go, Eric. You got it.
I shouldn't have opened my big fucking mouth.
My
He still
turn.
has a malevolence.
This one is going to go down here and spend some momentum. Spend my momentum to go keep the initiative. See what just happened?
How dare you?
Who goes next?
Well, it's been a hot minute, so I should probably make my way towards where Daphne is at. There, you said that
Sure.
that's this guy that I saw.
You saw the
In my
face
way.
dancer. Yeah, no, you're in the office and looking out. Yeah, you can travel between the both of you can. You can travel between the office, the guest suites, and then back out to the main stairwell. She was getting dragged towards there, and she's just kind of like, she's like resting upon like a banister that overlooks the bottom floor area of the grand foyer.
Okay, well, I will correct me if I'm wrong. By moving stealthily, I can or have to roll a test and then can make an action, right?
To do an
So
additional.
I will do that. I will move stealthily to get myself up to, if my mouse will let me drag it, move stealthily up to being in the room with this man here, and then I will roll to try and murder him because he's alone.
You notice the same thing Daphne does, the little blood tear tattoo on their left thigh, the fitted mask with filters, the strange iconography and dress. Go ahead. What do you want to do?
Can I roll house politics to see if I know who it is offhand as well?
Absolutely.
Okay.
This is in addition to what you can do this turn, yeah.
Thank you. Okay, so this would be truth. It's just the 2 dice. I do have the focus in house politics.
Oh, holy shit!
Yeah, you know who House Waku is, and then some. Let's see.
Oh yeah, I
You
could
get
have.
some momentum back as a
I
result.
feel like you should
I-
use that.
I could've-
Malevolence.
I'm like, I could other memory that.
You probably could have, but you didn't need to.
Yeah, no. Can I just count the 3 extra successes?
Sure.
No, I basically blew up the momentum pool with that. Okay, well, I'm now going to roll my movement stealth.
Okay.
Let's just try the baseline before I roll that third one. Yeah, because I need to roll that third one. Holy sh! Why wasn't that my move roll? Okay, let me get my third roll in, see if it does anything.
I know who these motherfuckers are that are kicking our ass. All right, great.
Yeah, I know exactly who's beating this shit out of us. There we go. There's my 2 successes.
Hey,
And
there it is.
and also
Moving suddenly.
and also it's the because I have nimble, the DC would have been reduced by 2 either way.
Oh god, nice. Okay. All right, so you were able to successfully move subtly into the next zone. You can now take an additional action or move one of your assets on the board here. Such as Daphne, for example. You say, "Oh, bring her with you," etc.
Yeah, I will drag Daphne the rest of the way in here. Since it was quiet, he shouldn't have noticed that I did it.
Okay, fair enough.
I'll drag
You see
her.
that they're the bodyguards for Lady Silta, for House Thorvald, and Novabruns were already on edge, but they didn't come here prepared for a gas attack, so they're all laid out on the floor currently. No one's protecting the delegates. That was your turn, and you kept the yeah. Unless you want to keep the initiative and spend that 2 momentum, I'm gonna take my turn with one of these guys. They're gonna retaliate against Hurdy.
That immediately makes me say, yeah, let's keep the initiative, guys. Hurdy,
Okay, who wants to go?
come on.
Wait, I think
We believe in
Hurdy
you,
should
Hurdy.
go.
Yeah, Hurdy.
Fuck.
Shoot them
Okay.
before they shoot you.
Yeah,
I will do so. I
And
will
place
shoot them.
yourself into a more protected spot than standing in the stairwell.
Well, I'm doing my best.
Full
I'll
battle?
shoot them. I shoot them. I shoot them shootily.
Difficulty extra by increased by 1, so you need 3. Well, just extra difficulty. So if you only get 1 success, it doesn't basically.
Is it
Yes, you
because
should
they
go.
have the high ground?
Not necessarily, although
Oh, fuck.
narratively that makes
Can
sense.
I use the momentum? Or not momentum?
But it's basically because they're shooting into
benevolence.
another benevolence. Yeah, go ahead and use the benevolence. I'll mark it off the thing here.
Yay.
Yeah, 1 left.
That's
As do I.
let's just re-roll 1 die, right?
All of them.
No, you can re-roll all of
Both.
them. Yeah. Oh, you got 1 success only? That's no good.
No, it's
Does Hurdy
not.
have a determination?
Hurdy does have a determination. I
I
think.
think it's get rid of that 19.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do that.
He technically cannot.
No.
Mm.
No.
Well, she is following her duty, and her duty is to the D. And although she doesn't have a statement, she technically should. That'd make it 3.
Yeah,
That
but
eliminates one of the units completely.
yay,
Okay.
Hurdy.
So you managed to take out the remainder of the group that you targeted initially. So now there's only one group standing at the top of the stairs that can take aim at you. Let's see. It's their turn again. So let's see. These guys right here. They're not interested. They're interested in getting the fuck out of here. So they're going to move subtly by doing so. Yeah, they're going to move subtly, which means they're going to move themselves and an asset. They board the secondary ornithopter, and the asset that currently has a moves this way.
We just got a Benny from Chloe.
Yay.
Oh shit.
Thank you, Chloe. We need it.
God, do we need it tonight? It's bad.
The best roles we've had were malevolence and to know things.
I mean, we're doing okay.
Are we though?
Like, no one's bleeding out. That's good.
I don't know. One
It
person.
also wasn't their
Yeah.
intention, but you know.
That's the main reason why I'm like, yeah, no. They didn't want to harm us. They wanted to take us away. They got the white van and everything.
Oh. So now they went. I'm running a little low on threat, so I'm not gonna keep the initiative just yet. But I'll allow for one of you to take a quick turn after Hurdy has taken out the opposition up there on the landing.
I don't think Eloise has gone for a while.
Correct.
Do you want me to try to maneuver this guy over here? See if we can not get anyone.
I think Eloise deserves a turn.
Oh yeah.
I'm not sure what Eloise is gonna do here.
Unleash the Sadakar.
Yeah, especially because she saw. I presumably I could see Amira get snatched, because she was
Not
adjacent
behind
to
those
me.
doors, you can't.
Oh
They're trying to
yeah,
keep
they
the
sealed
gas
me in the
out.
fucking storage room. Great.
Do you have a communet?
I do have a communet. Okay, I have a risky plan as per usual, because God knows I can't have a normal one. I would like to use my communet to contact the guild, because like they manage all, like they have the satellites, and I want because presumably they have escape vehicles. I want them tagged and tracked. I'm going to call in like a guild favor to do so.
Done. Consider it done. They'll have both ornithopters already zoned in on by the time the battle is over, if they even manage to escape. They'll
Wonderful.
know exactly where they're going.
Will that take my
Okay.
turn, or can I still unleash the Sadakar?
You can still unleash the Sadakar.
Let's have them
seems to be
move
like
swiftly to seize the main landing potentially.
Oh, okay. Go ahead and give me a move difficulty 2 for Imperial Sadakar.
Move. Presumably this is duty.
Absolutely. Following your preferred wins.
And they have swift as a focus. I assume that applies.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Are you adding any dice using threat?
I mean, you are running low on threat. I see. Would you like
How
some
much
threat?
do you want?
Don't feed him.
I'll just give you the one threat for now. I think.
Fair.
Oh, you know what? No, you can have 3 threat. I'm feeling generous.
Stop!
Proceed.
Yeah, baby. Let's
wow.
fucking go.
So you blew the 2 that you needed out of the water, predictably. So that means you get 2 more momentum to your pool, which you can use for something else. Now, that means they move subtly here, and they can choose to move again.
Oh, I
to
said
the
move
landing.
swiftly, not subtly.
See
I wanted
directly.
them to charge.
Oh, That's exactly
So-
what they're doing, though. Moving suddenly
Great.
allows you to
Oh, I see.
move it twice. Mhm.
Got it. Got it.
So yeah, they
Cool.
move directly. They charge right up the staircase with their shields on, blades out. They can't attack again currently unless you spend the 2 momentum you just earned.
Anyone mind if I
give them
massacre?
the opportunity to attack?
Anyone mind if I do a
Yeah, you
massacre?
can.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and keep the initiative and kill. This is gonna be battle
Kill,
and
kill,
duty, and very much yes, they have focus. So many focuses: long blades, short blades, and tactics.
Yeah. So, you're gonna be rolling 2 dice on their sheet because you're guiding their vengeance essentially. But when you do so, I need to know. Let's see, duty versus. Oh, it's gonna be the same. So this is going to be for difficulty 3. You need to hit difficulty 3.
I hit 4 successes.
You got 4. So you killed all but 1. The Sudakar thrash right into they cut right into this group. They're no pushovers either. Like they bring out the blades and they're fighting the Sudakar, but they don't use shields, and instead they get skewered by the Emperor's terror troops. And in seconds, they just walk the floor, and the decor, the white decor on the staircase and the banister is just red with blood. Staircase secured, my lady. No sign of Amira. That's when it dawns on you that they have her, and when you look back out, when you take a peek through the storehouse door, you don't see her anywhere. My turn? Yeah, my turn. All right, so I'm going to bring in some friends. And the next person to take their turn here. Let's be. I'm gonna say it's
By the way,
the
guys, are
ship
you
here. They're
hearing
going to
music
charge.
I hear
Sorry?
music.
These guys will attempt to fire and move away. Archibald, I need you to, for your Varangian guard, I need you to make a, let's see what they roll here.
All right.
I need you to roll 3 S's with your Varangian guard sheet, Archibald.
Need me to roll what?
3 successes with battle on your Varangian guard sheet.
Okay. What am I doing?
You're opening the Varangian guard sheet that I gave you.
Well, no. Like, what
And
am I
you're rolling
doing in
battle?
the story?
Archibald is not doing anything. This is affecting your Varangian guard or their ornithopter
Oh, so they're shooting at me.
as they're being fired upon. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
This ship right here is maneuvering and attempting to fire on your guard.
Could I use the las gun focus to potentially maybe do a counterattack of some sort?
No, this is evasion. So
Okay. No.
battle or movement. Battle would seem more, feasible.
2 successes.
That's not enough. So they take it. They also take hits. Let's see.
Gotcha. Is it my turn?
It can be. You want to take your turn?
Anyone object?
No, but take out
Go
the
for it.
other ship.
Got ya. Oh, is okay? So is this ship dead already?
No. They
No.
just
Okay,
fire.
so I'm going to have to kill that one. So what I'm
Yeah,
actually
go for it.
going to do is I'm going to tell my Varangian guard ship that's broken. Can they land here?
Mhm. Sorry.
Can my Varangian ship land here?
No. Otherwise, they would have landed there, and this would have been over already.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Okay.
You try a maneuver, like if you want to fly in and then disgorge your Varangian guard onto the landing. That's a trick, but yeah, you could do that.
Well, no, I'm trying to see if I can maybe hit this guy, at least get him off his rocker, so that way we don't lose people. So, could I potentially split the party here?
Move your
And
assets away from where you're at right now and focus
yeah,
on
so
a different target. Yeah.
yeah, so maybe like leave 2 here to deal with this one, and then go over here and to deal with this one.
You can do that.
So here's the thing: I'm not really trying to kill them. I'm trying to make them extremely uncomfortable to make it safe to not basically make it not safe to exchange prisoner or whatever. Like, you know what I mean? Like, make it not safe for them to be there and just in general. So yeah, I'm going to move this guy over here if I can, and then I want to keep. I'm going to give you a
That's
threat.
movement.
Yep. So
Yeah, roll movement on your Varangian guard. If you score 2 successes, they're able to move twice. We'll say that.
yep, 2 successes.
There it goes. Okay, so they
he
go
goes
here,
over there.
and you move them again here.
Yep. What I'm trying to
If
do
you-
is I'm legit trying to make this guy's life very uncomfortable, so that way they don't get a
Yeah, I
chance
get
to
you.
be able to make the. Yeah, you
Right.
get what I'm saying there.
Make the grab.
And then I'm going to keep my. I'm going to give you threat to keep my initiative, and I'm going to take this fucker out right here with my last guns.
Okay, I like the way you think. Let me go ahead and add the 2 threat. Go ahead and roll.
Okay. Oh wait, this is wrong sheet. Give me a minute.
Are you attacking
we
the ornithopter or the pilot?
I didn't. I thought the ornithopter and pilot were together.
He's attacking. I think you're saying you're attacking this one, the
Yep,
already
this guy
hurt
right
one.
here. Yep.
Yeah,
Take it out.
the one that's
yeah.
already in the air.
Correct.
Roll battle.
Yep, give me a minute. Come on, where's my? Oh, that's not
Need 2 successes.
2 successes. Got you. God, sorry, my computer's being stupid today.
All right. Give me to roll for you.
No, I'm good. I got it. So this is battle. Justice. This is a focus. Yes.
Yeah, that's it.
Did I get it?
Describe how your Varangian guard
go.
eliminates one of the 2 the ornithopter ships.
So what I'm gonna tell, I'm gonna tell, one of my Varangian guards that's manning the las guns, and I'm gonna be like, cut that shit in half, and when he shoots the las gun, it's gonna hit the chopper. I mean the Thoropter or whatever this is, right in the middle, and then just goes up, and you just see the ship like go like that.
Cuts it in 2. Yeah.
Just cuts it in
Explode.
2.
Beautiful. All right. Excellent. Well done. That's 1 enemy eliminated. You've already kept initiative, I think, so that means it has to go to me now. I'm going to move my mysterious character down here. Keep the initiative using the threat that you gave me. Thank you very much.
Yeah, well,
Then my asset is going to load Amira onto the Thopter here.
hopefully I get another turn. Could I at least make it hard for him?
All right, that's when the chase is going to take place right after we come back from break.
Ooh.
We'll be back in 10 minutes, everybody. welcome back. We've returned from our 10-minute break, and we're picking up exactly where we left off, with Amira getting brought onto the remaining ornithopter as the ornithopter takes off into the desert, or rather, the Imperial Basin, with Archibald's troops in hot pursuit in their own ornithopter.
Correct.
All right, so I think the last one to have gone was me, and I kept the initiative, so it has to go back to you. Which one of you would like to take the some movement now?
I believe it is
Action.
Daphne's turn to move.
So Daphne gets on her Communinet and tries to
Mhm.
get a hold of Masum to find out if he's safe and what's happening to him.
The guards in the barracks secured us within the infirmary. We haven't moved as their order. Is everything all right? What's going on?
I have no idea, but as long as you're safe, stay where you are. I'll contact you again when everything is over.
Okay. Beatrice is here as well, by the way.
Alright, that's good. You can keep each other safe. And so Daphne knows that, like, if she goes outside of this room, she will just get in the way, or complicate things by being taken prisoner again. So she is going to stay where she is and is going to try and access her ancestral memory. What the fuck is House Waku doing here, and what might they want?
Question.
Could just ask him.
You're gonna use all 3 successes for. I think that's how it works, right?
You are given the option of how many successes she will receive. It is up to 3.
Okay. Yeah, they're an old house. They were disgraced, but not even the Bene Gesserit know why. So they were essentially an exiled house, exiled to Two-Pile. They were never seen from again. But the fact that they're here means several things. In which case, the only people that would know more than the Bene Gesserit about a renegade house would be the guild.
What a Nessa. Sorry.
Okay. Don't mind me scribbling down a couple notes.
You're like, going back in your mind for a second to just like, where does that name come from? And it's like, yeah, they committed some great offense, but they were effectively written out of the annals of the Imperium, at least as far as the Bene Gesserit's knowledge is concerned. Now, I should point out that all this floor and this zone with you are about 5 guys with stunners, and they have in their possession one of the delegates that belongs to the Judge of the Change's charges, Laura Day. Behind you, in one of the other rooms, where one of the other suites where the guards have also been effectively knocked out, is Lady Silta, belonging to House Novabrunz.
All right. In that case, I'm going to grab Lady Silta. I'm going to carry her into the office with me, and I'm going to tell Kon Ki to go rescue the other delegate.
Okay, you can do that. All right.
And I believe that is all of my turn.
Yeah. All right. Did you want to keep the initiative by paying me 2 threat, or did you want to ping pong the turn back to me?
I kind of like the idea of draining you of threat, so I'm happy to ping pong, but if someone else wants to pick it up, I won't mind.
I say give it back, yeah.
Oh no, do you guys want me to get a shot off on this guy?
Too late.
Yeah,
Too late? Okay.
that's a chase already. So
Never mind then. Obviously, my guy's chasing him, correct?
Oh yeah, 100%. Let's see. So now it's these guys' turn. This guy here surrenders. The guy on the landing with the Sadakar, they just kind of throw their hands up. They drop their weapons.
did the Sadakar accept surrender? Do they just butcher them?
That's your call. They're under your control.
Oh, they kidnapped Amira. Kill them all.
Louise.
That's
Don't kill 'em
within
all.
that's within character actually. That's a deserving
Keep
of an
one alive
advancement
for
point, in my
interrogation,
opinion.
then we'll kill him.
Thank you.
He's
I
got
will take.
ruthless.
I am in fact ruthless. Yes.
I reserve my right to be. Oh, God damn it, Eloise.
You see the Sadakar lieutenant is just like, yeah, thanks. Slices his throat. Guy. Nice tattoo, he says to him, a little blood tattoo. Let's see.
This is the first
So-
time in my life I've found myself liking the Sadakar.
They don't fuck around. They're also ruthless. Let's see. The one guy behind the door over here, adjacent to the landing, they have Laura Day taken hostage. Essentially, she's not even like fully conscious at this point. Let's see here. You see, they're just like they're using her as leverage to basically intimidate the Sadakar to get them to give them some space, basically move back or else. You can give me. You're privy to this conversation, Ellis, because you're in communication with the Sadakar lieutenant. Give me a understand or discipline, whichever's highest for you.
They are both the same for me. I have focuses on either of them. I don't know if either applies, so I'll just ask that. I have self-control and discipline, amusingly, and data analysis and understand.
None of them apply.
Okay,
So you can
I
use
kind
either
of
one.
figured. What is the nature of the role? Sorry.
It's just to discern, if they're serious or not, basically.
Okay. I will do duty. I was depending on what they were doing. I was going to say justice, but I'll say duty instead.
Okay.
No focus. One success with a ugly little 19 staring at me.
Ooh, yeah, complication. You're not. You think that they actually may kill some of the delegates that you have control over, but you basically have to oversee their protection as part of this. You set up your mediation session on Arrakis. If they kill Laura Day or any of these other delegates, your entire position, your entire mission is torpedoed.
Okay. Then through the Sadakar, we'll say I'm willing to negotiate for their release.
Negotiate with these savages. See the
We
Sadakar
cannot-
lieutenant response.
We cannot have delegates under our protection die. It would shame the Imperium.
Takes a deep breath when he considers what you're saying. Very well. We'll proceed. You see the Sadakar give them some room to potentially make a mistake. They back off. They also issue to the surrounding guards that are down here in the dining room and entrance and keeping everybody in and everybody outside out. They give them some room and they lower their weapons and stuff. They start moving out back. They start to back up this way with their hostage. The gas is beginning to dissipate some, but it's still present in most areas down here near the staircase. That's their action. Who would like to go next?
Anybody? You got
actually-
that
To me?
Yeah,
got that
actually,
cool
Conky,
voice
do you want to
power.
get going on
Yeah,
that? And
I was gonna
stop
say,
that?
how many of them are there around her?
5.
5. Okay.
Yeah. There's
I'm-
one of them that has like, a blade to her neck or whatever.
I'm trying to think of the appropriate words to use here. And this is where I'm just gonna say, hey, Daphne, can I?
Yeah.
Daphne's going to look at are you asking about the voice or murder?
Yes.
Murder is no. Voice is fine.
I'm going to strut out openly and walk right in as quick as doing the method or subtle method so I can get the two actions, the movement and the action, so that I can go over to them. And
Yeah.
let me make that roll. Like I said, still have the DC -2 on it, but this is a duty because I'm being told to. I'm not being quiet, so I'm actually strutting. There we go. Yep,
You got it. Yeah, you can perform that second action. Go ahead.
All right, and like I said, it's -2, so I mean, technically, I'm a momentum generator for that part. And I will just look at all of them, and with the voice in full power, drop your weapons and surrender.
The more
Sorry.
successes you get, the more you're able to influence. Go ahead and roll.
Drop your weapons and surrender.
Alright. Oh, and to make it so that it's a deceit,
Or die.
that way I can add my focus.
Okay.
Because I know I'm not gonna. Because I was told not to.
Are you spending any?
So when has that stopped you?
Are you offering threat for additional dice or no?
Well, yeah, in order, like I said, I'm using it at maximum potential, so it's 3 automatic successes.
Oh shit. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, for
Not even
3.
You just need 2 to get all 5. Then basically is what you need.
Yeah,
Go ahead. Roll communication.
and like I said, I'm lying, so I'm getting the focus just in case I. There's the
There
other
you
2.
You got all of them. Yeah, they're basically disarmed. They're just like.
They're cowering in the corner.
Oh, please
Yeah, they
tell
just
me I hear.
instantly drop all of their weapons onto the floor. The white flag is around. Here you go. They drop Laura Day. So she's like rousing from her stupor, like, what's happening? And she comes up to see you standing over her, Norma, calm and stoic, and the rest of the
No.
people who
The
took
moment,
her just like,
the moment she opens her eyes, I'm bubbly.
Hi.
oh, of course.
Because the moment she opens her eyes, hey, are you doing okay? These nasty, nasty men were trying to take you away. Don't worry, I stopped them.
My,
Oh my
my.
god.
You stunned
Never
all
break
5 of them.
character.
They're not going anywhere. However, there are other people within the palace that are moving currently.
Yeah, there are, aren't there?
Yes. So this one goes here. And I'm on 3 threat, so I'll just leave it at that. Who's next?
So, would Eloise know that this person is coming, or is it like super?
Yeah,
gonna be-
I'm very safe in my storage closet.
Okay.
What about Hurdy?
What about her?
Yeah, Hurdy.
Yeah, what about Hurdy? Everybody's dead, I hope. Or am
Everyone
I
is
still-
dead. There's a squad
Not
of
mostly.
Sadokar you can see now.
Well, do you want me to go and get the chase going?
I think the chase is gonna happen no matter what, right? At this point, from 2 angles, because Eloise has the guild tracking. Come out of the closet, Chloe. That ship sailed a while ago. I made a joke. I forgot where I was, but I made a joke about. So I think it was in Discord about going into Lucifer's closet. And I was like, I don't think I can go back in. No one would believe it at this point.
All right. So if we've subdued all of the Waku who are still in the palace, and if we've secured the other delegate, then I think the only thing left to resolve would be the chase. Unless there's something else that another PC wants to do.
Only thing I can
Yeah,
think
that's
of
what I
is
was wanting to
Eloise and
clear
getting
up. Is like,
King
is there anything specific that anybody wanted to do first before we begin the chase? Nope.
Birdie
Okay.
just wants to check on Daphne. That's all.
Okay, so you'll be going this way and then up this way. Yeah, you see 5 stupefied men with their weapons surrendered onto the floor. A bunch of dead people slaughtered by the Sadakar. The Sadakar immediately move in to secure these 5.
Oh god,
And you're in the guest bedrooms. You see Lady Daphne as Lady Siltis, starting to wake up from being gassed. What happened? She says.
I'm not sure. Do you know anything about House Waku?
I never even heard of them before. Who are these people? They gassed an entire wing.
They're crawling all over the palace. We're going to stay here until it's safe, but as long as we are here, we will be safe.
Very well. Our mysterious figure moves one last time. It disappears.
What the fuck did
Ah.
you do? I'm so confused.
Can I follow the mysterious figure?
No, because you don't know they exist. Thank you for playing.
Rude.
Let's see. Next is we're gonna go to Archibald.
Yep.
As you're giving chase to the ornithopter that's fleeing into the Imperial Basin. There's 3 ornithopters that you're a part of right now with your Vanguard Guard and the soldiers from Tupile. The new jihadists are up ahead of you, and they're taking the lead on these guys. Previously, you had given them, orders to fire on sight, which they did, and they lit up that previous ornithopter, blew it out of the sky. What are your orders regarding this ornithopter now that you know they have taken a captive?
So I have 3 of them, and I have 1 damaged one. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to tell the damaged one, go to the palace, make sure everyone's okay, secure it.
Roger.
Perimeter. Then I'm gonna tell the other. Then I'm gonna say, specifically the Varangian captain. I want them to go down, and I'm gonna take Anessa, her ornithopter, with me. Me and Anessa will go and chase down this other Thropter. And I'm gonna tell Anessa, don't shoot to kill, shoot to disengage. So let's try to make this thing land.
Whatever you say, boss man, she says, and she takes the controls of the ornithopter, zooms in close to this other one. Now, if your objective is to track them and to try to force them into a particular area, you can try to do that, but it will require a movement roll, an opposed one, because they're not slouches when it comes to piloting either. If you're just trying to track them from a distance, it might be redundant just based on the fact that the guild are already doing that. And Ella, depending if she's had an open comm channel to security forces around the palace, she may already be relaying that information to you in some manner.
So my last move, I was basically right next to the ship. So I'm going to assume that I am in a full-fledged chase right now with it.
Oh yeah.
Like full-fledged.
And the way this is working is like you're flying out of Carthag, and the surrounding shield wall envelops all of the Imperial Basin. It basically protects from sandstorms, sandworms. And so inside the basin itself, there is sand, a lot of rocky outcroppings and such, but near to none of any Fremen presences. There are no sieges that you know of. There are, however, many towns, villages that act as frontier towns that move supplies through to Carthag and Arakeen and back and forth. They kind of function as that.
Okay.
They appear to be heading in that direction. But they want to get you off of their tail first, and to do so, they're sort of zipping in and out of different, very narrow, dangerous-looking openings and gaps in the shield wall itself, which is not easy to do. So if you'd like to continue to follow them and see exactly where they're going, and to potentially engage them, you're going to have to make some difficult move rolls for piloting. You get assistance from Inessa, which will allow you to roll an extra d12. I'll roll it for you, actually.
Okay.
But because they are who they are, they're going to get... Well, they have a 6 move. So that means it's standard difficulty 3. What drive are you using to pursue them?
Power. This is just me and my will right now.
Power. That's going to be more difficult for you to do then. So it's going to be difficulty 4 to match them as they like sort of weave in and out of these very dangerous looking rocky outcroppings. You get any complications, or you fail the roll and you're in trouble. Go ahead and roll.
Oh Jesus. Okay. Fuck. Can I change my drive? Jesus.
Well, your movement is not spectacular, perhaps, but
It's not.
you do have other assets that you can use in architect mode to basically move for you. So like you can use the Varangian guard sheet to have them give chase. Get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you could roll 2 dice when you roll on their sheet.
I should just automatic I should just.
And also, Inessa has a slightly less terrible move than you, but not by a lot. She will go ahead and roll that as well, however.
Okay, so
Justice.
move, duty, 2 dice. Yes, we're using the focus because we got swift.
She rolled a success with an 11, so she is able to lend you 1 success towards your 4. You need 3.
Oh, God.
That's not 3.
Can I maybe use a benevolence? It says I have.
You
2.
can. You may. You have
Okay.
2.
I will do a D20. Oh, 6. Yes, that's 2.
Ooh, that's 2.
That's barely. My move is 6, so it's
That's exactly
barely there.
4. Excellent. Yeah. So your Varangian guard is able to match and keep track, which is impressive. They can't shake you along the shield wall, so they kind of circle around and then they dive bomb into the Imperial Basin itself, and essentially try to outrun you over the sands of Arrakis. Go ahead and give me a secondary move roll. This is easier. This is difficulty 2.
Okay. Two
on the money. They try to drop some chaffs on you to basically blind the pilot, and like they manage to maneuver in such a way that they move out, and they also manage to dodge some preliminary gunfire from the tail. And you see they're moving into one particular area. They relay that information back to you over the comm. Sir, they look like they're moving toward Arsent.
Arsent. What is that?
That's the name of one of the major towns out that way in the Imperial Basin.
Okay. Okay, that's fine. How far away are we from Arsent?
How far? You're close.
Okay.
I mean, you're an ornithopter, so it's negligible.
Okay, can they see us?
Can they see who?
Can they see our ornithopters like coming to them? What I'm trying to ask is, I'm gonna try to take this guy out quickly before he gets into eyesight of Arson, so that way they don't know that they're coming. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
He
But
thinks Arsent is helping them.
Oh, it's a town. Arsent
Gotcha.
is a town.
Gotcha.
So, yeah. Do you want to like? Is the idea here that you want to like fade away so that you can observe them from a distance as they make their landing, or are you literally trying to shoot them out of the sky?
Great question. Um. So is this given any indication that they are like this is the place that they were looking to go?
Yeah. They look like they're coming in low enough for a landing,
Even with me following them.
even with you following them.
So I could be walking into a trap.
Correct. Roll discipline. And I need you to give me 4
Jesus
successes.
Christ.
Yes, but stealth is their specialty.
Okay. 2.
Everything's cool. Everything's thumbs up.
Mind
one
if I
sees you
use
coming.
this last benevolence?
That's a good question.
Yeah, mind if I use it?
So, I mean, what do you got? 30% chance?
I could try. It's up to you guys, though. I won't do it if you don't want to.
Go for it.
All
4
right.
successes.
Why not?
Okay.
Let's do it. Oh, sick!
Yeah!
Yeah!
Right on the money. Nicely done.
Wow.
Yes.
So it's interesting. Out in
Archie's
the
will is
basin,
on point today.
there are no sandworms to speak of, which means you can use vehicles like ground cars, skimmers, whatever you have, and not have to worry about sandstorms or sandworms or whatever. And you see several of them moving as part of like a caravans that move back and forth between the different villages and towards the cities. Some of them are moving in the same vicinity as the ornithopter as it's going to arson. Some of them are already there and stationed. And when one of your when your captain looks out using the oil lens binoculars, they're like, stand down, move back," and they report back to you. It's like General,
Yeah.
we have eyes on us now. The forces that we see on the ground in Arsent are armed with rocket launchers. We may want to proceed very cautiously here. How should we proceed?
Ugh. Are you willing to give up?
You
your life
realize
today?
if you bring your 3 ornithopters to Arsent, there will be violence, meaning there will be rockets flying into the air to ground fire. People are going to die, and not necessarily the people you want to die.
Gotcha.
This could cause a major problem for
That's what I was
for
thinking,
House
too.
Cheshire and the surrounding houses. If you guys get into some sort of altercation that results in civilian deaths and destruction of domiciles.
It's
And that town.
not going to cause a problem for House Cheshire. I don't know who that renegade is. Throw the book at him.
Yeah.
Well, we know
no.
it's House Cheshire, but certainly House Atreides, because they're supposed to be in charge and able
So
to protect the villages.
I'm gonna tell the captain. I'm gonna say, no. We shouldn't. We'll implicate a lot of people if we decide to attack. Plus, we'll lose people too, and I don't feel like losing you, Captain.
Understood. What are your orders?
But we need to keep an eye. We need recon on this place. Something's obviously important about it.
All right, backing up. When you see like they kind of fake, like, oh shit, we don't see where they're going. Oh, they're going to civilian territory. We're out of here. You know, and they circle around. Okay. That scene is over. You have no momentum anyway. Fine. Okay, back to the palace. Archie, are you circling around to go back to Carthage as well, or no?
Yeah, as long as I got the information I wanted, specifically like any markings on the ornithopters that indicates a house for me.
Nothing so obvious.
What?
Nothing so obvious as that.
What about in arsenic? Like, do I recognize anybody?
Not
I
from
do
that
have
distance,
political
no.
politics, by the way, so I could have
You
something.
do, but they don't advertise who they are on their ornithopters.
Got you. Okay.
The only reason why Daphne and Norma were able to recognize this because it was a very subtle detail that they noticed when they were like right there in front of them.
Got you. That makes sense. Okay, then yeah, I would definitely go back, and this is for future endeavor. Let's do it.
All right.
We'll come back.
Daphne, you're whoever's second in command for security picks up the communicator. It's like, hey, this is Joe Blow. You know, we have General Archibald incoming to the palace on a trio of ornithopters. Do we give them permission to land or no?
Archibald? Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Permission granted for now.
As you will, Your Grace. And you get you are cleared and on the landing field just outside of the palace, Archibald. You and your entourage. Okay, now that the danger has cleared for now, the 5 remaining attackers are rounded up by the Sardaukar and put on their knees, ready to be executed. Daphne undoubtedly tells them no.
Yes.
Okay, and they look over to, the judge of the change and say, sorry, you've been overruled for now.
That's all right. I wanted them interrogated, not killed.
We should
I mean,
do
if
so
you
immediately.
let them.
Oh, the little Fremen wants to say something. Go ahead.
I mean, if you let them live, then they'll just escape and get out and do it again.
Well,
You see the Sardaukar look at each other and like, this Fremen has a point.
we'll have to make sure that they can't escape.
I
Take it
mean,
to the
if
dungeons.
you really think so?
A bunch of them grab like the remaining and put restraints on them and start taking them down into the Harkonnen dungeons.
Wait, I want to talk
More
to
than a
that
little familiar
one.
with Daphne. Point one out in particular.
I'm gonna point at one at random. Whoever looks like the smartest or the leader.
They kind of pull back his hood, take off his face mask. He's got a scar across his mouth.
What's your name?
He doesn't say anything.
If you don't tell me your name, I'm going to assign you one.
He doesn't respond.
Are you able to talk? Did they cut your tongue out?
He opens his mouth and shows you. He doesn't have one.
Oh. Well. Have all of you been treated that way?
He looks over to these and they open their mouths and show you their missing tongues as well. These are not thugs. They are soldiers.
Did you agree to have this done to you?
They point to the bloody tear on their eye.
I'm going to take that as a yes. My goodness, what is it that House Waku wants on the Palace of Carthage in Arrakis? This is going to be a riddle. It's going to keep me up. If you would like to save me some sleep, I can have pen and paper delivered to you. I assume you have other ways of communicating.
Don't bother. You hear a voice behind you. Someone staggers out of the guest suites. It's that Harkonnen and his dog. I know who they are, who they work for, but I can answer their questions better than they can. Shall we? He gestures towards the grand staircase. Somewhere private, perhaps?
Of course.
Security. You see the Sardaukar say, I understand that there's some sort of a panic bunker room underneath the palace. Are we able to utilize it for private conversation, for safety concerns?
Yes, I hope you won't mind if I bring my advisors with me, pointing to Conky and Hurdy.
nod. They take
Oh.
away the captives.
Sardaukar,
Mhm.
there's a security hole with your dumbwaiter. You probably want to fix that.
There's a what?
There's a security hole in the dungeons with the dumbwaiter. Go fix it.
It's funny you mentioned that. Yeah, so they kind of like say something to another one, and like off on the other side of the palace, the uh, the servants look at the dumbwaiter and like looking down in there, and they see that the laundry's piled up, and like, why isn't it moving? And they're hitting it with like the accumulated laundry with like a broom or something, and finally they butt together. They go, ugh! They budge it free, and like there's a big tumbling sound, like a dum 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 blah blah, like something just tumbled down there that's heavier than laundry, and they both look at each other warily. We should probably report this, they say.
We'll find out what it is. Where's
It's a
Shields?
dead maid.
It's a what?
A dead maid. Someone stowed away
Oh.
in the Archibald, your ornithopter lands, and you and your entourage disembark, and you're led into the palace, the former Harkonnen palace in Carthage, and you're led from Sardaukar to what seems to be a chamber underneath the palace that is designed as a sort of a panic room bunker type situation, which like a big hollow table, and you can direct operations from this room in the event of an attack.
Gotcha. Okay.
Is that the same room we're in?
Well, that's the one that you're going to be going to.
So actually, before all of that happens, could I do one thing?
Yeah.
I would actually like to survey the ruins of the broken ship, or would I not get any information about
The survey of the ornithopter
the
that was
ship
taken
that I
down?
shot down? Like,
Yeah.
if there's any survivors, any
No survivors.
evidence
They're all
of
dead.
note.
The ship shape.
Yep, the one I split in half.
Yeah, that one's gone. No signs of the Black Suit agent that you encountered earlier, Norma. Gone into the wind. You're not surprised, though. Is Elois going to be attending this private meeting between the Harkonnen, Daphne, and presumably the rest of the entourage?
If she's invited.
Okay. That's Daphne's call. Varys isn't here.
I don't think Daphne would think to extend the invitation. No, she is the judge of the change. Daphne would reach out to her and tell her where we're meeting.
All right. You all make your way down there. And Archibald arrives partway through as the room is uncovered because it's not used very often. It's a little stale smelling in here. Anyone here have observation?
That'd be me.
I do.
Give me a roll. I'll tell you. I'll tell you what the difficulty is here in just a moment.
Would a focus and espionage count?
Yeah, I'll definitely allow that. 1 second. Before you roll, let me just tell you the target number. Because...
You also have observation, or Herdy does anyway.
Oh, very good. Yeah, you can assist, in which case you could roll 1 die, and it'll add to their effort, so to speak. But one of you has to choose to roll 2 or more dice, and
I've already
one of you has to
rolled.
choose to assist. Oh well, then you are the roller. Everyone else just rolls to assist you, or actually, there can only be 1 assisting roll in this.
I've got a 7 in discipline and a 7 in truth, the 2 things that I'd be using.
Same here,
Okay.
and 7 for my.
Oh, you go ahead, because you're closer to Daphne than Herdy is.
I'll also take it since I can re-roll it if I roll poorly because it's discipline. So thank you.
Right. Works. Let's see. Here we go. I have to make a secret roll. Excuse me.
And there's 2 more successes.
Wow.
So that's 4 total.
Impressive. Spending a point of threat.
It's that giggle. I don't like that giggle.
Me neither. I don't like that at all.
One's free. Oh, I don't have to spend a threat. Never mind. I got it for free. That's cool. Wow. So 4 exactly, and I rolled a 19. So yeah. Okay. Well done. You notice that this bunker area was supposed to have been secured and not utilized for a while. The Harkonnens were never directly attacked while they held the seat of power here in Carthage. Someone's been here recently. The film of dust is not as prevalent throughout the entirety of the chamber as it is in certain areas, you've noticed. Someone's definitely accessed this area within the last 24 hours. How do you want to proceed?
Can we tell based on the dust where they've been? Like
Near the
which
hollow
parts of
table.
the room?
The big hollow table in the center, for, they could be used for like a strategy session or
By the way, am I in
a
the
talk,
room?
house meeting, etc. You're all there, by the way.
Okay, we are.
Can I have data analysis under understand. Can I use that to maybe see what data was accessed or discussed potentially?
Yeah, you can do that.
Cool.
I'm going to tell my captain, my Varangian captain, make sure we have a perimeter around this room. Someone's been here before. I want to make sure if they're still in here, that they stay in here.
Right away, so they start searching the room, ransacking it.
Oh, feast of benevolence.
You do?
I would like to reroll that. That was terrible.
Go for it.
That was terrible.
Absolute garbage. Yes.
Oh, there you
Oh,
go.
right.
Wow.
The fortunes
Yeah.
have changed.
Yep.
Wow. Okay. That'll get you some momentum for sure. All right. So you start turning the wheels in your mind. And you're like, they targeted Amira first, and then they went for the delegates. Someone was recently here, but this whole place was sealed off. How did they even get in? And then you're like, okay. So one of the things that was originally petitioned when you assigned Arrakis as the place where you were going to deliberate these negotiations between House Thorvald and House Novabrunz was you needed to have a venue that was secure from any sort of intrusion or potential attack that could have disrupted the talks. This would be the perfect place. This little bunker panic room, no one's allowed who's not supposed to be allowed to come in here. This is everything that you just experienced, all the stuff up there, Amira's kidnapping, was to draw your attention away from the room that you're currently in right now. What do you do with that information?
Eloise will sit there for a moment thinking and then just reiterate everything you just said. They wanted access here. This was the real target.
The door locks behind you.
Damn it. I was second late on it.
Now what?
Well, this is exciting. What happens next?
The Harkonnen Mentat that's with you, it's like someone's playing games with us. And he starts, he's like, someone needs to try to get this door open first, or find an alternate way of getting out of this chamber.
Uh,
Otherwise, I think we've walked right into their trap.
So, with hyper awareness, it states that I might ask you 2 questions for 1 threat, and it also states that I would be able to notice or the limits don't apply. So, would I be able to, using point of threat, ask you, am I able to find a secondary exit point for us?
You may. I need discipline difficulty 3 or higher.
Okay.
Well, so before you do that, what is the door made out of? And I asked
Plasteel.
Okay, so Norma's voice probably can't go through that. Carry on,
Or
Norma.
locked inside of a panic room.
Carry on, Norma.
Okay,
Why don't we
so
just wait him out?
yeah, no, let's not. Okay, I'm just
The Harkonnen looks at you sideways. A foolish endeavor.
You said
Alright.
that there's
The
no
dog, his little
entrances.
dog barks in his hands.
okay, so I'm gonna re-roll that 17 to see if I can do better. And
Does he have
that is 2
supplies in this room?
successes, so that makes a total of 3 successes. On the money.
You start moving around the room, and you start looking at the schematics of the palace. And you realize that there appears to be some sort of a strange piece of cloth that got caught on a errant piece of sharpened metal on the facade on this part of the wall, and like you kind of pull on, and you look again, you're like, there's a gap between that serrated edge and the rest of the wall. Secret passage. You're muted.
I won't say that immediately, as I'm going to use the second question now to ask, was anything placed in the room? We're thinking about things being removed, but was anything added?
Undoubtedly.
Specifically around the center the center area.
You start moving over there, and you look underneath the table. There's a little flashing red light. It's flashing faster and faster.
Secret door over here. Bomb. Let's go.
Everyone, give me a
Don't
move
take it.
test
We're
to
leaving.
not get caught in an explosion. Thank you.
Oh, goody, my wife stat.
I get some take off too.
You have to assume that there's some arrogant that they're not gonna like. seal
Wait, is
The
this
Harkonnen and his dog move surprisingly fast.
Oh.
You need at least 2 to not catch the brunt of the explosion.
Do we have any?
No.
no?
No.
Well,
Oh
you
my.
spend some momentum, because if it's DC 2, then I just added 2, so there should be now 4 in the pot.
I would like a moment. May I have a moment?
You
Excellent.
may. You may. Elois, are you looking
Our-
to try to? There's
Ah,
one.
so
one to the
thank-
left.
Well, Elois already rolled. But Elois will be
Jesus.
happy to spend her second momentum point
Could I get that?
to turn that
momentum,
into 3
please?
successes.
Oh,
Or no,
you-
momentum,
your
determination. Yeah.
Ah. Yes. Okay.
Could I get a momentum, please? Because I'm gonna.
You
try
may.
that
He's right here, he's
Because
listening.
that was horrible.
I see.
Oh,
Go ahead.
2. There you go.
You rolled a 1.
Oh,
did.
shit.
Nicely done,
You
Archibald.
You literally made it by the skin of your teeth on that one,
Listen,
because
I
like
did.
as soon as you all realize that you've been locked inside of a bunker, a panic room with a bomb that was about to go off, yeah, you run for the hills, or in this the ascending stairway that carries you out into the secret passage. Goes up through the. I need to double check my nomenclature here. It takes you through the
Tunnels?
laundry. Takes you right into the laundry area next to the kitchen pantry, and disgorges you there as a large fire fireball erupts, destroying the contents of the room and cleansing it.
Oh. Won't be getting any information out of that room anytime soon.
So,
Things
That
have really
was,
become heated, haven't they?
Interesting.
how exactly did we end up in that room? Remind
Who
me,
suggested that
someone,
room?
please.
Great question. I was just led here.
By whom?
Also, Uncle, welcome back.
Yes, welcome.
Pleased to meet
Aren't you
Rachel.
supposed to be a space pirate right now?
He kind of chuckles and he's like, I guess something like that. But there's other things that we need to that I need to worry about first before I can even try to do any of the stuff that I strive to do. But it looks like you got your hands full here, considering the welcome party I came into.
You hear
I
the
was
sound of metal being soldered as like the guards, the Sutter guard in particular, are using las guns to cut open the door. You hear a loud clong as like the big security door that locked behind you gets cut into ribbons, and they enter looking for the judge of the change.
Huh.
Oh, you see your dead maid down here too. Now that you've entered this part of the, you see two other maids like hovering over them, like, oh my gosh, she's dead.
I
her name?
will take some time to examine the dead
Same here.
woman and see if there's anything to be learned. At the very least, as the two living women, did you know her? When was the last time you saw her? Was there a reason
Just
for
in the night, ma'am. She was working late shift, and she was summoned by she was working in the security wing with Security Commander Hajan.
Ah, she probably saw something she shouldn't have.
Oh
I've
dear,
been
what has
flirting-
become of the
I've
security
been
commander?
flirting with her ever since we met.
I'm not sure. I think he's probably met the same fate as this poor woman.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Please, send me information
Yep.
on her family. I'll see at the very least that they're compensated. It won't make up for this, but it's the least that can be done.
A hysterical-looking Beatrice and Massam rush into the room, escorted by the house guard. Are you all right? What's happening? And they look you over, like, just make sure that you weren't hurt, and they heard the explosion, obviously.
Oh, I'm glad to see you're safe. I
You look
have no
absolutely
idea. We've been attacked by a renegade house. Speaking of renegade houses, Uncle,
Yes?
any involvement with House Waku you want to disclose or discuss?
I have no idea. who
This is
that
the first time you're hearing about
This
Wei
the-
House
I literally
Waku
sound
since
like
you've
that.
arrived.
I'm gonna say that's the first time I'm even hearing it. There's nothing
But
like
you
that.
do have imperial history or imperial politics, right?
Yeah, I would love to do a check on it if I
Roll
could.
it.
Alright.
See if you've heard of them.
Understand. We're gonna do truth because we gotta find the truth here. Yes. 2 successes and a complication.
2 successes enough. Complication,
Okay,
I'll take two threat from you.
that's fine. Take 2 threat. You got 3 threat. I'm not too worried.
And in the interest.
So, House Waku, you know what you know, basically, which is that, they were a disgraced house. No one really remembers why. But you saw when you were with the Jihad and when you were with Allfather, you didn't see any heraldry that speaks to House Waku being on Tupile. From all intents and purposes, they never made it there.
Well, it seems that I've done some digging, especially back in my younger days, and the name is familiar to me. I have no clue who they are. I have not make that very clear. I'm not with them at all. but they got sent to 2-pile. And when I was over there, I didn't see any flags, no representation of them at all. So I'm thinking that they didn't even make it there.
How interesting. A dear beloved aunt, sometimes the Spacing Guild has longer memories than the Bene Gesserit. Do you know anything about these people and why they might have come to Arrakis?
You talking to me?
No, I am addressing my dearly beloved aunt.
Gotcha. Sorry.
I do not have imperial politics, past politics, but I do have guildswomen and can call in favors to those who might.
With me having had those 7 successes, including other memory, would I know why they were exiled?
Bene Gesserits wouldn't have the knowledge, remember?
Oh yeah, that's right. You did say that.
So I think because I've used my guildswoman talent already, I have to pay a youth threat to use it again.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, I have to give you 2
How much?
threat.
Why, thank you.
You're welcome.
We just got done depleting all of that.
I'm almost
Look.
full again. Proceed. Yeah, you call in the guild representative at the spaceport. Give me everything you have on House Waku. It'll be within the hour, man.
Thank you. I'll brief you when I get the knowledge.
It'll take around that time to just secure another location that you could sit down, preferably that it doesn't explode. The Harkonnen asks. You see the Sardaukar, we'll secure the room first before you go in, of course.
Thank you.
While they're doing that, you notice that Archibald is with a different looking woman with some very interesting looking equipment and armor. Along with them, of course, is their Varangian guard, who look kind of side-eye the Sardaukar and back and forth as they move about.
100%.
Uncle, you haven't introduced us to your friend here.
Yeah. This is
Inessa Germain. Captain Inessa Germain.
She beat me to it.
Oh, she reminds me of the last one.
She certainly does. Eloise
I've met
Spachari.
that one. We're nothing alike, I assure you.
Oh, Archibald, you've been to Odinai, I see.
Oh yeah, that was quite the interesting tale. We almost got blasted out of the sky. Captain is probably not going to forgive me for that for a couple years.
I suppose that was the least David could do, so giving what you did.
Oh yeah, considering, yes.
Anessa, was it? I'm Eloise Spachari of House Spachari, but also I am Judge of the Change.
Oh, she gives a slight curtsy. So what do we owe this honor?
There's some fight over some asteroid mining rights.
We've
I
heard,
understand.
Yes.
Yes.
What brought you to? Last we spoke, Uncle. I catch me up. What brought you to Odinai of all places?
Well, thing is I'm going to. So, are we in a secure room first?
You want to probably wait until that happens. Yeah, it takes a better part of an hour for them to yeah, the office is clear now. No notices, no gas surprises, nothing like that. You can enter.
So while that happens, Daphne would like to use any sort of deductive reasoning or even ask Nadim, because someone wanted us in that room, bombed the room. She's going over the events in her head. How did we end up in that room? Who wanted us in there?
Nadim answers this question. You already know the answer to your question, I suspect, Your Grace, but these ruffians that gassed the guest wing and proceeded to use stunners against your security team and your Sardaukar detail
What happened to your
belong to House Waku, the long House Waku. They go by a different name these days. They have for several
Oh, okay.
decades, however.
Okay.
They're now known as the Katseki Syndicate here on Arrakis, or the Blood Syndicate.
Well, that would explain how they
They have
never made
been
it to Two-Pile.
rivals
They
to
give you the good shit, Vicodin?
correct, and that you after the before the hour to secure the office is up, you get an information dump by the guild, but it's more of a I'm not going to give you an official document. I'm just going to tell you what I've read through the files, and you're not going to repeat a word of it. Basically, what had happened was that House Waku committed some terrible crime that that got them exiled permanently. However, they struck a deal with the guild to operate on their hayliners as concierges and general staff that operate those hulking behemoths transport all commerce throughout the Imperium. Part of them, however, ended up on Arrakis, and in doing so, they established a locus of power by creating their own syndicate, rival to the only other syndicate on the planet, the Lupos, or Wolf Syndicate. From now, with that combined with the information that the Nadim tells you, it becomes clear that these two syndicates are in a syndicate war right now. That is threatening to spill out of control in areas like Arakeen, Carthag, and in the little towns and villages that dot the Imperial basin. Do the story once you've gathered yourselves in the office.
I mean,
I would
I would go so far as to say it is already spun out of control.
Correct. The first indication that I knew this was some sort of a syndicate war was when I was meeting with one of these representatives outside of a bathhouse in one of the more prominent sections of Arakeen. Shortly after I met with one of the representatives from the Katseki Syndicate, his vehicle exploded. One of my associates then went missing in the following week, and when I went looking for them or for another to operate out of clandestinely, I was hit with a hunter seeker. You may be surprised to hear that, as hunter seekers typically will kill you the moment they strike you, usually with a poison. But this hunter seeker didn't seek to kill me. It sought to bring me in. It poisoned me sufficiently enough that their associates were able to pick me up and surprise me. I had been recently meeting with their leaders in an effort to establish some sort of business. And I was met by one of them who informed me that their familial leadership was no longer their familial leadership. In the tiny lad's words, his mother was no longer his mother. Had removed. If the Katseki wanted to remove their own people, I asked why did they just do it themselves? But in light of everything that's happening right now, they could not be seen having an internal struggle, as it would indicate a sign of weakness.
Yeah, that's it.
Which may lead some, like within Lupos, to make greater strides and hold their territory out in the basin and beyond. So, was forced to concede and accept their contract to eliminate the last remaining heads of their organization. The previous one having been assassinated without successfully being replaced by a face dancer. One that I believe is associated with your house.
Oh,
So,
God.
catch you all up to kind of explain this in basic terms. Someone tried to take out the Katseki leadership, and they succeeded, but they failed to replace them. This face dancer was one of Kyra's. And Katseki noticed that someone was taking out their leadership, so they blamed it on Lupo Syndicate, naturally. And that sort of back and forth began. At the same time, Kyra's face dancers were also trying to infiltrate Lupus's leadership and were successful in doing so. If you recall, Nadim's first meeting with the Lupo Syndicate was interrupted by a face dancer, one that belonged to your house. And so it went. So when he tried to meet with one of the representatives of the Katseki Syndicate, they died. And they suddenly knew that this Harkonnen had something to do with what's going on, which is why they captured him. He initially met with the leadership and was like, hey, I want to do business, etc. And it was a child and mother combination. They were masked. And hearing Nadim tell you, he's basically telling you that like one of those two knew that the other had already been infiltrated, had been replaced by a face dancer. And now he's like, if you eliminate my so-called mother, I'll give you your own mask, and you can take a seat on the council within the syndicate. That was what was supposed to have happened here this evening. So that's essentially what he tells you. And he's like, so I can tell you exactly who these people are and how to get your captives back without any further bloodshed. We just have to eliminate one person. One of the heads of the Blood Syndicate.
Let's do so.
Who has been taken captive?
Amira. By the Blood Syndicate, or the Katseki Syndicate.
Well, that's their problem.
Drugs and ailments aimed at elderly people in the United States.
A shot across the bow. But yeah, you see one of the other people present, Inessa, this time. Unless you want to exclude her from the meeting, you're free to do that if you want.
If Archie wants his new girlfriend to be here, that's fine.
Why does everyone assume that she's my girlfriend? Oh my lord! Every female I talk to is my girlfriend.
It's because she fits your type, Archie.
What? Every military
have a
woman
type.
fit my type.
And Nessa is just like, or you don't have to kill anyone. And Nadine kind of looks at her. Well, I suppose you're right.
I'm intrigued.
Yes,
Nessa's like, well, you mentioned that these face dancers, and she kind of like says that derisively, like, God, who keeps face dancers? Belong to your house. If that's true, and they have someone within the leadership of the Katseki Syndicate, could you just force them to hand over your captive?
They technically don't belong to my house, but because of whose daughter I am, I have some degree of soft power I can use to influence them.
You see, Nadim proudly holds up his head and is like, something I've already deduced. He looks over at Anessa when he says that. She kind of like, I already don't like this asshole.
Yes, I'm Kyra's daughter. It's not a secret.
I say, you'll get used to it.
If we work together, Nadim says, to eliminate this head of the syndicate, that would benefit me directly, but it could also benefit you.
How so?
Do we want the syndicates battling each other?
I meant to
No, we don't.
Oh, I see. So, as part of the leadership, I could, for instance, call this off. We could broker some sort of a cessation of hostilities with the other syndicate.
This is Inessa talking?
No, this is Nadim.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was promised a seat, his own mask, as part of the syndicate council, if he removes the one that's been your face dancer. Essentially, if he kills the face or removes them from that position, he gets the position.
Oh, I would
Previously
be remiss.
only given to family.
I would be remiss not to add that this assault on Carthag was not part of their turf war. This was a calculated decision.
Someone's
Absolutely.
to this.
This is a Mentats game at play, he said. Says the
Oh,
Harkonnen
I know
Mentat.
which one, in fact.
Mhm.
This
Please
has
indulge us.
Do
this has
share.
Count Fenring all over it.
He nods. Nadim nods.
That's why Amira was targeted. There'd be no other reason unless it was Fenring's play per Shaddam's orders, I
I'm
presume.
just trying to confirm
Uh,
that they're not
Why would Fenring care about Amira?
stuff.
She's part of my house, and therefore part of your house, I'll remind you, as I am under your banner. And he wants to make sure we all suffer because of what we've done.
The Emperor has a personal vendetta against her house.
Yes.
Nadim asks.
Shocker, right?
We haven't even
Why
done.
why then did you accept the title of House of the Judge of the Chain?
That's
Tell
a
me,
very-
Nadim, when the Emperor brings you to his secret court alone and offers you a title, what would you do? Would you turn it down?
Touché.
That is a great question. You did get a promotion.
It's not, it's less of a promotion and more of a extended punishment, Uncle.
Oh, I wholeheartedly agree with that. But I also think he's setting you up for something, and I think this was part of it.
Yes. That's why Fenring was on Arrakis in the first place. I have my guild contacts told me that. I wouldn't
And
be
then looks around the
surprised.
room with this
And if
look
I'm not
of
mistaken-
disgust. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Do you think that by this going haywire, this would look very bad on your end? I think he was trying to discredit you.
Absolutely.
Yes, most likely. Yeah. I knew he was going with that. We were headed to secure our guests when this attack happened,
Oh, so
because I
that
learned
means
that
now-
Fenring was on Arrakis, and I knew that that's what he would do. And now he has a hostage to boot.
You're a cartographer.
I know. I do know where they
You're full of
went.
surprises.
So, well, at least where the
One of these days you're
Thropter
gonna- you're going to
landed.
tell me that
But
you're
from there,
secretly
they
at
did have ground
Fenrir's.
vehicles. This is an area where you can actually do that. Sandworms don't usually go there all that
Wait,
often,
what?
so they're able to use skidsters and any sort of vehicle arrangement that they have.
Right. That's a
So
gift
from there, I don't know, but I know the town that they landed at.
All right.
I had the
As
guild tracking those
much-
thopters as well.
No, the Druids are secret.
As much as I don't like to say it, we will have to get Amira back. Without her being safe, Eloise is compromised.
We need.
Eloise, would you like?
All right,
me-
no
would you like-
objection there. We're moving on. Archibald, would you mind working with Eloise to extract Amira? Meanwhile, I would like to work with Nadim to find this rogue face dancer of Kyra's and see what I might do to get him to pull back from this gang war.
I have no objections to that, but I also didn't come here for that in particular, my lady.
You are a free agent.
Yes, what did you come here for? What did you come to Odenai for? I thought you were raising an army. She looks at Anessa when she says that.
So out of character, the hours here, it's super secure now, right?
Oh, I think it's kind of standard that Eloise always deploys an Ixian dampener whenever we have house meetings. It's
And
a pretty standard assumption.
And it's a standard assumption that I'm doing a face dancer check.
Nothing.
Well, the reason why I'm here is because whether you guys like it or not, 2 Pound needs help, and way more than you think. You see, when I went to
Wait,
pile,
I have a question.
Yes,
Why are there
Herbie.
2 piles and not just 1 pile?
And what
Uh,
happens if it becomes 3?
No, it's spelled a completely different way. But my question is, why should I care?
Inessa looks around the room and with this disgusted look, and is just like, I see nothing's changed in 10 millennia in the Imperium. It's all the same backstabbing nonsense.
Don't
all
mean
over.
to
Captain.
insult you, Captain, but my primary duty and obligation is to my house, which your paramour has very firmly
Please.
repudiated.
I'm gonna.
He has no
I'm gonna
obligation
say,
to me,
Captain,
I have no
understand
obligation
we-
to him.
Captain, allow me to say, without me, you would not have Archibald and his Fringing Guard. Or I hope you appreciated my gift, Archibald, of your white rabbits as well. I have done nothing but to assist you. And Captain Nessa, as a former guildswoman, you'd think my help would be even doubly kind to you considering my origins.
Archibald kind of chuckles and is like,
Hurdy, please.
I was going to say, so while Sir Hurdy is doing that, that's when Norma is going to also go next to Hurdy and be like, try to hold her hand even higher.
"Yes, Hurdy. What is it?"
What are they piles of?
It's a name, not a numerical value and a noun.
I
They're
have a question.
Makes more sense.
they're piles of renegades and exiles.
And
Why would you want that?
Too.
You see, Inessa speaks up. This has nothing. Everything that you're experiencing here on Arrakis is nothing compared to what we're facing on Tupile.
And
We
what's
are on a
happening on
mission.
Tupile, wife number 2?
Captain.
She narrows her eyes at you.
All right.
We're here to deliver a dire
Pull it back.
message.
Pull it back a little bit.
Okay,
Captain Inessa, if you would like to negotiate an alliance, I am absolutely open to that.
I'm
This
going
isn't
to
just
kind of
for
look
one
at,
house.
and I'm going to kind of look to Anessa and be like, "I got this."
She looks at you like, "Do you?"
I
No,
do.
no, I'm negotiating with the captain. Captain
Who's in
Inessa,
charge here?
if you would like to negotiate alliance, I am open to that.
I seek to get an alliance with the rest of the entirety of the Landsrad. That is primarily what we're here. The danger that we're facing right now on Tupile is more dire than you can possibly imagine. We need to go to Kaitane
Oh,
and
if you're
have
looking,
that be the Emperor.
Could you give me an idea on this danger?
She looks to Archibald.
Well, if you guys wouldn't have interrupted me, I understand. Too. You see, we do need help, and she's right on that part. 2 pals, nothing compared to the Landsrad. You see, something has came back, and it's going to be at your door in the future, if we don't exterminate it.
can we stop beating around the bush and just hear what it is?
Thinking machines,
Oh,
You have proof?
and that's when I bring Echo.
A guy who's renowned for being honest. So if you put him before a truth sayer, they
Plus,
won't be
he's
able to.
he's hooked up. He's got wiry things on him too.
Oh yeah, he's very obviously
Augmented.
Cyborg.
a cyborg,
Yeah.
which elicits a gasp from somebody in the room. You know, like what the fuck. You know, that's not very often that you see somebody who's got like integrated metal joints and servos and shit like that.
So you see, what we need is we need help from the Landsrad. I have a plan to be able to at least the Allfather, that's who he goes by, the leader of these soul machines. He's a machine. He's very logical about everything. He goes through tons of simulations. I know this because he captured me. Almost died.
captured you.
Yeah.
Alright, well, this absolutely changes every calculus. No, if there are thinking machines, that's a blasphemy that must be eradicated.
100%.
Captain?
Here's the thing: the jihad is very active over in Tupile.
Clearly
They've been
not
fighting
over.
for
Well,
I
thousands
agree.
of years.
Oh,
So-
this... Alright.
If it's an
wait,
audience.
is that- not only are they all elves, they're
Yes,
human
we'll have to
Yes.
arrange an audience as soon as possible.
Yes.
That should be a trifle for me, considering
Yes.
I serve the Emperor himself currently.
Currently, you do. And that's something I would like to also speak with you, Eloise. I do have a plan to get this done.
Oh, excellent. I would love to speak in private.
I sure. Let's just say the Emperor will look like a little-
Hurdy, yes?
Thinking machine.
Blasphemy, heresy, they are constructions of silicon and plastic that replicate humans. And I'll just give her a very quick, condensed
Yeah. Everybody
of
knows
the-
the Balearian jihad stuff.
Yeah.
Like it's embedded in every culture, no matter how
Yeah.
remote you may be.
Oh,
Uh,
even Fremen?
Yeah, like they
Oops.
like they pass on the histories of what happened before, of their journey and like the jihad and stuff. And that's you know about that. But the idea that thinking machines are still around is just like, what? It's impossible, you know.
Oh, okay. Then I retract my last question.
Okay.
And Hurdy will panic about thinking machines.
For me, what I need the biggest support right now from House Thorvald. Currently,
Why Thorvald?
they have tech that potentially could help us in this. In this.
Nadim looks at Archibald and interrupts. He's like, because he's already made a deal with them, I suspect.
Absolutely not. I came here to gunfire. Do you really think I would have time for that?
Why are
The
you so
reason why none of
specifically-
you got only Amira got kidnapped. It could have been way worse.
Clearly, the Emperor and his agents want to delay the negotiations. This
Clearly.
is their attempt to throw a wrench into those plans to mediate between both houses.
And they would have leverage considering they have hostages.
The Emperor always has leverage.
Yeah, you would have.
I
none.
should make it clear the talks are going to proceed uninterrupted, regardless of the hostage they have.
I wouldn't think of any more. Wouldn't
As
think
you
of any
wish.
less.
Daphne will look to Norma and through eye language say we need to get to Yasi.
It was already in Norma's plan, but now it's doubly so.
A journey to each has then. Away from this scene, an ornithopter lands in Imperial Basin. Night falls, and a captive is dragged into what appears to be a small hovel. Fake doors are revealed and opened into the ground, where they are taken in. And search for any and all weapons. And just before the door opens, the captive looks up the darkened flight of stairs to see a figure standing there, looking down. That of a small child wearing a mask. There you are now. Don't worry. You won't be harmed. But we will need you to cooperate. Are you ready to begin? And that's where we'll stop. Okay,
You're muted,
that is
Rachel.
all the time we have.
I was gonna say I love how Devin was muted, so we just get the face.
I'm intentionally doing that because I'm also mouthing my words.
Excellent. That's all the time we have for this session, everyone. I hope you and those who tuned in and those here enjoyed the show. We'll continue our adventures into the Imperium next Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Let's go around one more time on the virtual tabletop to reintroduce our cast, beginning with Aaron.
Hello, everyone. I am Aaron, pronouns she, they, they. You can find me as Greg Cthulhu on all the social medias except Twitter. I've abandoned ship. As for when you can see me next, I believe that will be Thursday. We're gonna have our premiere of the Between a Glimpse of Gossamer, run by Steph with me, Rachel, Ben Ravensdale, and a friend of mine, Amy, will be joining us for a awesome Victorian, very horny game of monster hunting / fucking.
Oh, nice.
And then you'll see me back here Friday.
Excellent. Ever.
Hey everybody, it's me, Ever, your favorite neighborhood changeling. You can find me all over the internet as Am Changeling and on Etsy at Thornkind. And tonight I did not in fact play this year for you. I played Hurdy. It's all Gertie.
All hardy all the time. Leo.
Hello, my name is Leo. You can find me here on Twitch at Leo the Black, and today I played Archibald, and one step closer. He's getting there. So,
Devin.
Hello, one and all. I have been Not Norma Kankisen, and you can find me here next week for another exciting game where we will once again be mouthing what the fuck?
Last one, at least, of course, Rachel.
Hello, my name is Rachel. I've been playing Daphne. We are both she, her. And I am also Stolen Fires pretty much everywhere on the internet. Most recently, I was on the channel for Zeal Zaddy, where I got to talk up our Blade Runner game and got to name check this game a couple times. It was a show about running science fiction. It was a lot of fun. You can find that Zeal Zaddy on Twitch and or YouTube. You can also find previous episodes of this show on YouTube. As far as what's coming up, I know I keep promising that cool stuff is coming, but I had a honeymoon. I went on the honeymoon. It was great. Ate a lot of gumbo. And now that I am back, I can focus on this channel. We do have a fringe-worthy game that happens on Monday nights. We are looking for an extra player if you've ever wanted to be minorly internet famous, by which I mean have 15 followers on Twitch. It's great. Yeah, send me a message. Come join our Discord. It's gonna be a lot of fun. And then, yes, what Aaron was saying, we have a show that will debut next week. It should be a lot of fun. The Between. I'm told it is Victorian monster hunting. I'm also told it's Victorian monster fucking. I don't know. I'm playing as Selkie. I'm happy about that. Other than that, find back issues, back shows, back issues. I don't know. Whatever. Find previous shows, Stolen Fires on YouTube, and we will see you again next week. Also, I do also want to bookend very quickly what Eric brought up at the beginning of this show. What is happening in Palestine has been going on for over 100 days, and there are a lot of civilians suffering, a lot of children suffering, and I think we can all agree that no matter the greater political considerations, it's bad. It's bad when civilians and children are bombed, so please do whatever you can. Push your representatives, push your senators for a ceasefire. In the meantime, the U.S. Council on Palestinian Rights are doing very good work to help where they can help. So.
Yeah, that address again is uscpr.org. I've been Eric at Mono Recluse Online. You can find me back here next Friday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Big thanks to our viewers and fans for tuning in. And just remember, bless the Maker and his water, bless the coming and going of him. May his passage cleanse the world, and may he keep the world for his people. Good night, everyone.